Submit to the High Council this week on World Class Bullshitters. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and tonight I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Ethan Van Sciver of ComicArtistProSecrets.
Hey, I'm Ethan Van Sciver, ComicArtistProSecrets, 25-year comic book veteran, and a great big fan of these two gentlemen. It's great to be here.
Glad to have you, my friend. And finally, Jeremy from Geeks+Gamers.
What's up, Geeks and Gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. Now, happy to be here. Love Tuesdays, love the High Council, love our community. I don't know if there was anything that happened today that we can talk about, but we're going to try to fumble our way through this show.
Yeah, I was thinking we'd talk about some vintage Star Wars figures. Or
I think stuff happened, guys. Haven't you been paying attention to the news? Stuff happened today.
I've been sleeping all day long doing nothing. No.
Yeah, I didn't post like 6 videos today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it was an incredible day for news. So I guess we should start off big. Ethan, we'll start with you, man. Kelly Marie Tran came out in an article today in the New York Times discussing her background in Hollywood and society and culture, basically about her Star Wars situation. Do you care to elaborate and tell the listeners?
Yeah, Kelly Marie Tran did an incredible essay, I think, supposedly about being bullied off of Instagram by Star Wars trolls, by trolls. And the title of the article by the New York Times was called "I Won't Be Marginalized by Online Harassment." And yet, I was like, oh, good, let me read this. Because for the longest time, they were talking, some weirdo Twitter account called Star Wars Facts was the only source of information about why Kelly Marie actually left her Instagram. It just said that it was unsourced. There was no quote. Nobody bothered to ask her for 3 months. She left on June 4th. So, I mean, it's been 2.5 months. Nobody bothered to ask her if she was okay, why she left, to elaborate what happened. No, they just all ran with this narrative that she'd been bullied off of her Instagram. That was disturbing to me, and I smelled a rat. I smelled a rat. And then I realized it was just Pablo Hidalgo. And in fact, Kelly Marie Tran probably was bullied off of Instagram to some degree. I mean, we all are. We're all bullied off of Instagram in our hearts. So I was worried about Kelly Marie. She came out with this article finally, and basically the article is absolutely devoid of any content regarding her being bullied off of social media. It says, editor's note, the actress deleted her Instagram posts this summer in response to online harassment. Here she speaks out for the first time. And in fact, the editor's note is all there is regarding being bullied off of her social media. The article itself, her essay, pertains to the abuse and marginalization she suffered in racist-ass Hollywood. In fact, and in the media, in the leftist media, she's like, I'm the first Asian woman to ever appear on Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair has been around since 1913. They've never had an Asian woman on the cover of their magazine. That is absolutely flabbergasting, absolutely stunning. So she's good for her for that. But her essay is about what it feels like to be her. She talks about why she can't get a leading role. Correct. She's not a leading lady in Star Wars at all. And why she basically exists in movies to help the other leading men and leading women achieve their dreams at the expense of her character. Now, this has nothing to do with Instagram or her social media at all. It is an incredible condemnation, a fiery condemnation. I called it on my video, which just got remonetized. It was demonetized because I used the word racist in the title. I pulled that out and they went, bing, it turned green. I was like, so don't use the word racist in the title ever again. And basically she is condemning Hollywood for the treatment of her. Why couldn't she be seen as a beautiful woman in The Last Jedi? Why was she wearing a potato sack cinched at the waist? Why did she do nothing of any importance except for save Finn from his sacrifice? And Finn didn't even return her affection as she laid a kiss on his face. Now, I've seen this movie 3 times now, and every time I get to that scene, I'm even more and more disturbed by it. Kelly Tran Rose Tico is a woman. She's a woman, and she has feelings in this movie. She had feelings for Finn, but for some reason that only exists ping-ponging around in the inside of Rian Johnson's globular skull. He didn't see her as a woman who deserved to be sexy and have a love scene. He saw her as a weirdo in a potato sack with a weirdo wig, who when she planted a kiss on Finn, Finn responded as though he'd been kissed by a lizard. And then poor Rose Tico had to feign unconsciousness. So she has a lot to complain about, frankly, and I agree with her. And I'm hoping that J.J. Abrams will make Rose Tico into a likable character, worthy of Kelly Marie Tran, who is a beautiful woman in Star Wars Plan 9. So that essay is out there. Again, the SJWs, the weirdo Star Wars shills, used her words to attack the fans, but her words don't attack the fans. And I just want to make that clear. If you actually read her essay and read what she's trying to say, she isn't attacking Star Wars fans. She loves Star Wars fans. She's attacking Lucasfilm and Hollywood.
Yeah, I read that this morning on Good Morning Pop Culture, and I just thought, man, this kind of blows over the whole situation. It doesn't make me like Rose Tico, the character, more. For me, it makes me think of Kelly Marie Tran, like she's just got other issues in her life that they're trying to blame on us. You can't use Star Wars as the platform to fix social inequalities or historically bad what's the word I'm trying to say? Depictions of, minorities.
Injustice.
Yeah, injustice. Star Wars is not a platform for that. I don't know, it was an interesting thing to read this morning. It pissed me off kind of, to be honest.
Well, I mean, this whole thing is exactly what we talk about all the time. The mainstream and the SJWs are taking a situation without any context, and they're using it to build their narrative around it without any specifics. So you see all the headlines, and when I saw the headlines, I was like, oh, crap. Disney has gotten her marching orders to talk about all the bad things that were said about her on Instagram. You know what I mean? And so I started reading. The first one I read was from The Guardian. I started reading the story, and I immediately clicked off the story when it said, after Tran deleted her post this summer, a quote-unquote pro-straight white male hero group took credit as they continued to rally against forced diversity. They're talking about that Facebook page or that Twitter account and Facebook page that had like 22 followers. You guys remember that one, Disney Fanboys or whatever it was?
Yeah,
remember?
It was fake.
We
know who did that.
That is who they are referencing. I was like, if this is all you have, then you're showing me you have nothing. Because this person was a troll. It was an SJW posing as a Star Wars fan. It
was that dude with fetal alcohol syndrome. That songwriter, that weirdo.
They kept tagging me on Facebook and Geeks and Gamers Facebook page, saying, "Oh yeah, I know these guys. These are great. They're great fans of Disney's fanboys or whatever the hell it was called." They were trying to connect Geeks and Gamers to them, and they kept saying like, "Look, my buddy Jeremy just posted a new video," and things like that, just trying to attach Geeks and Gamers to it. And then I came out several times and I'm like, "Look, I have nothing to do with this piece of garbage page. I want nothing to do with them. It's a troll. It's someone that's posing, an SJW that's posing as a Star Wars fan to try to make us look bad." And they're still referencing that page, that 22 followers that it had on Twitter. And I was like, this is all. So she didn't say anything. She was talking bad about Hollywood more than anything. And they tried to build their narrative around it. And it's unbelievable. They take all these women and all of these minorities and they try to use them for their woke box. And that's my news. It's not soapbox anymore. It's a woke box.
Woke box.
Woke box. And I'm working on some t-shirts, on a woke box t-shirt. Trust me. I've learned from the best. Ethan has taught me well. I've learned from the best. But yeah, I'm just so tired of it.
I'll be a wokes person. I'll be a wokes person.
and the pork wallet one is coming soon. So hashtag pork wallet for everybody that
whoa, what's a pork wallet?
Think about it for a minute.
Yeah, is it what I think it is?
Yeah. Think it. So anytime somebody comes in my comments and tries to troll, I'm like, "You're a pork wallet." Hashtag pork wallet. So
just mean, man.
Use your imagination. But Yeah, so I made a video on this and I basically talked about it. Like, look, there's not anybody that has not been bullied, harassed, or anything in their lifetime. Everyone has faced some type of bullying or harassment in their life, whether it's physical, mental, online, whatever. We all face it. I get it every day. If you're on Twitter, you've been harassed. If you're on Facebook, you've been harassed. It's just how it is. And it doesn't make it right. It just means that it's the reality of the situation. We all have to deal with it. Trust me, I don't want to be on Twitter. I'm on Twitter to help get more views for our videos because, you know, our notifications suck for YouTube. So I'm on Twitter for that reason. I do not like Twitter and dealing with all these people that just want to shit on you all day long from these fake accounts. But that's life. So we just have to deal with it. So that's my thoughts on it. I think the mainstream's they're going to run with this too. They're not going to let go. And they are taking her words, misrepresenting them for headlines, putting her picture in the thumbnail. It's classic clickbait. And I normally don't mind clickbait, but this is really bad.
So where do we go next with this? That's the question. How does this where does this go?
Well, it's not going to help their cause for what they're trying to do with Star Wars. This is a big mistake. I mean, they're already in a deep hole and they're just going to dig it even deeper. And I just wonder what's going on with Lucasfilm's PR department, man. What did they think was going to happen here? You know what I mean?
Well, Lucasfilm thinks SJWs all think you can shame people into being fans. You can't shame people into like going to your movie. You can't shame people. They'll just stay home. And if you keep trying to bully people into thinking that Kelly Marie Tran, is the victim of some abuse, and therefore you should go see Star Whammon, episode 9. They're not going to go. They're not going to go see Star Whammon. They're not. It's not going to happen. You're going to get you think $80 million was bad of a loss?
Ghostbusters 2016. That's all you guys right there.
We'll teach you the meaning of loss, Lucasfilm. Pablo Hidalgo, I will teach you the meaning of loss. I will. And so will the High Council. That's what we will do. J.J. Abrams, you don't want this. Don't associate yourself with this. Kathleen Kennedy's going to be gone in September. And then who will you run to? Just go make a good movie. Stop letting them do this weirdo social justice stuff in the media. People don't like it. People don't want to be miserable when they think of Star Wars. And yet, look what you've done. Look what you've done. You've made everyone sad. Everyone is sad for Rose Tico. Nobody feels like watching lightsaber duels when we're feeling bad about Rose Tico.
Yeah, I mean, and you said it earlier. I mean, Kelly Marie Tran is an attractive person. Rose Tico is not. And that's all Rian Johnson's fault because Rian Johnson had the opportunity to take, she's by all accounts, she's got a great personality in all the interviews. I've never seen, has she ever been in anything else movie wise? I've never.
Neither have I. I haven't seen her in anything.
So I don't know what type of acting ability she truly has, but we know that Rian Johnson didn't, he did not put her in a position to succeed at all. He put her in a position to fail. It's Rian Johnson's fault. It's Rian Johnson's fault for not respecting her and not because he's not a woman respecter. But no, but he could have taken her and he could have shown that bubbly personality she has and that bright smile and all of that. But he didn't. He tried to make her look like a general contractor lesbian or something like that, and I don't know why. I don't know what the thought process was for that character and what he thought would happen with her. I don't understand.
What are these Hollywood guys? What are these weirdos who keep deleting their Twitter accounts? What are they doing with Asian women? What is their problem with Asian women? Did you hear the new thing about James Gunn?
No.
Oh, let me educate you. From Dangerous today, revealed James Gunn bragged about beating up his midget Asian girlfriend for not fitting into a mini fridge. This is a true story. I'm surprised you guys didn't do this today. I did a video about this. In disturbing now deleted blog posts, the fired Disney director reveals yet another preoccupation with small people, claiming that he left his legal midget girlfriend bloodshot and bleeding from 2 days of beatings after she needed to learn a lesson. James Gunn wrote a long blog post in 2010, illustrated with more than a dozen pictures, describing how he beat his legal midget, in quotes, Asian girlfriend for failing to fit herself into small containers. Gunn describes the woman, whom he identifies as Mia Matsumaya, as bloodshot and bleeding from 2 days of beatings. He described the first day he hit her as a, quote, dark day on which she, quote, needed to learn a lesson. Gunn was fired from Disney for disturbing, voluminous comments about pedophilia, which his supporters have characterized as, quote, off-color humor. The blog post has since been deleted, but an archived copy of it was provided to this magazine last Sunday by Mike Thurnovich. His 2010 blog post is titled "Shoving Mia Matsumiya into Small Containers." In 2010, do you guys want to hear more, or should I shut up?
Keep going.
I'm interested.
Okay,
yeah, I'm trying to find it online and I can't find it.
Look up dangerous.com. In 2010, Gunn was directing a low-budget indie superhero flop called Super, starring Ellen Page, Liv Tyler, and Kevin Bacon. A few years later, he would be on the Marvel Cinematic Universe conveyor belt, producing mega hits such as Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy. At the same time, on his personal blog, he was posting pictures of his then-girlfriend, claiming that he was responsible for visible bruises on her face after Matsumiya failed to curl herself up small enough to fit inside a mini fridge. The blog post shows Matsumiya packed into suitcases and other small places. And here's a quote. "As many of you know, over the past 8 months or so, I have delighted in shoving my midget girlfriend, she's a legal midget at 4'9" into small objects," Gunn writes, quote, "Our personal tradition began on our very first date back in July when I removed all the newspapers from a newspaper box on the side of the road and shoved her inside. When I saw her tiny body curled up in there like a bendy dwarfish freak that she is, I had a feeling that this was going to be a very special relationship." That is James Gunn. That is what James Gunn is all about. James Gunn likes to shove little people into small objects. So Gunn describes Matsumiya's first trip to visit me in Los Angeles, quote, during which he says he, quote, "shoved her into my clothes hamper," unquote. The claim is illustrated with a picture of the woman Gunn describes as a little fucking freakish midget. And you can see there is a photograph if you go to this website.
I'm looking at it right now. Holy.
He's got her shoved into a clothes hamper. She's looking miserable and sad. I emailed my mom pictures of me hamper and a couple I took of her in Dallas fitting into my luggage to prove she enjoyed and exploiting her midgetdom for the joy of all. Here's a picture of her in a sandwich box. Here's a picture of her in a suitcase. The post takes a darker turn when Gunn alleges that a picture of Matsumiya with a bruise under her left eye is the result of her failing to contort herself sufficiently to be placed into a mini fridge. Gunn describes this as a dark day. Then, before posting a picture of the bruise, he writes, "I wasn't happy to do it, but she needed to learn a lesson about what happens to girlfriends of mine who don't fit into things." 2 days later, we still haven't gotten over this blow to our relationship, he adds. But while having a small get-together at my place, she looked up at me with her big brown eyes, bloodshot and bleeding from 2 days of beatings, for not being able to fit into a mini fridge. And he said, "I need to redeem myself. I need to fit in something really small." Gunn then describes the happiest day of his life when his girlfriend, whom he describes as a disgusting little wormy thing, fit herself inside a pillowcase, moaning slightly with pain. Following a now similar pattern, this is true, Gunn added an addendum to his blog post sometime later, blaming complete fucking idiots who read this blog and never seem to get it, adding this blog is just made up for your entertainment, and adding a request for readers to follow him on Twitter. So there you go.
Jesus.
What did I just listen to?
I'm looking at it now. This is the point I made when Disney responded so quickly. Because I know I'm almost certain Disney knew about the tweets prior to when they became public information a few weeks ago. I know it happened years ago too, but Disney knew about the tweets. It's more about the PR nightmare, and so I'm sure Disney knew about this too. And like, bro, once people start looking into this guy's past, we're done. We have to be. So Disney knew about all this stuff. That's why they did it, because they knew he has a lot of skeletons in his closet. So
of course. And what is he doing? What is he doing? Shoving 4'9" Asian women into refrigerators, into mini fridges, not big full-size refrigerators. He's shoving them into mini fridges, like the kind that you have. I mean, I have a mini fridge over there. I'd never put a human being in there. I don't care if it was a midget or not. I wouldn't do it. And I don't know what he's doing. And then he beats her because she wwon't go in.
This is crazy.
It is crazy.
This is bizarre.
It is.
I had not heard anything about this. So, wow.
Girlfriend
Jesus.
in a pillowcase and fling her around. Why would you do that?
They did that in Friday the 13th. Remember, Jason put the girl in the sleeping bag and beat her against a tree. Maybe he's a fan of that movie.
But
That's
you
what it
know,
reminds me of.
but now SJWs are going to defend this, but they're going to be upset because the Cyberpunk video game said, "Did you just assume our gender?" I don't know if you guys heard about that, but they freaked out.
Oh, fill us in. Fill us in.
Yeah,
So,
please do.
all right, let me go ahead and talk for a minute. I'm gonna pull up the information, and I'll
right, while you pull that, I'll read a couple super chats real quick because they've been rolling in. People have a lot to say tonight. So, first off, Mareth Deoline says, "Hello there, High Council." Hello there, Mareth Deoline. Michael Daler says, "Cart up, carts and gamers. It's Jeremy carting with at you with another Mario." And today we're going to be talking about crazy Kathleen Kennedy. All spelled with K's, Jeremy. McKeany90 says, "Did you see Odin's video? He was angry and spot on."
I didn't see Odin's yet. I need to check it out.
And then Raincoat Liquor says, "Jeff, just wanted to give you a heads up. I saw a guy selling bootleg world-class bullshitters merchandise out of the trunk of a 1986 Ford LTD in Calumet Park, Illinois. Wanted to stop him, but he looked hella sketch." Well,
Yeah,
Raincoat
God
Liquor, that was
bless him.
actually me. And then I'll just read this one, and then Jeremy, you can go on. Nicholas Glenn says, "Jeff, Jeremy, great live streams with Doomcock this past weekend. They were awesome. I had a great time with Doomcock."
Yeah, so did I. I had a great time too. So, Cyberpunk 2077 is a game that's going to be coming out very soon. A lot of people are excited about it, and so someone made a tweet, and I'm trying to pull it up right now. Where's my Twitter? Here it is. So someone made a tweet, or Cyberpunk made a tweet from Gamescom, and it says, shows a couple of guys, sitting there texting, and this Ryan at RYSTEEZ says, "I want more guys." And Cyberpunk responded from their official Twitter account and said, "Did you just assume their gender?" And the SJWs jumped in. And the Quartering is how I found out about it. So the Quartering tweeted out and he said, "Do not apologize, Cyberpunk. Do not apologize. If you don't apologize, you will sell a lot of video games right now. It's a joke. And gamers, anybody that says they're offended over this is not going to buy your game. Do not apologize." And I tweeted it out too. And I said, support this tweet from them. And then I woke up this morning and the tweet was deleted, because of course it was. And they said, "Sorry to all those offended by one of our responses sent out from our account earlier. Harming anyone was never our intention." What the hell are you talking about? I'm not going to say it. But so did you just assume our gender was harmful to people, apparently? So the SJWs got in there. A bunch of people that are not going to support this video game played the woke box, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, we're offended, and this is dangerous, and this is transphobic." And, of course, they responded. They had an opportunity to stand their ground, and they didn't, and now they're going to go the path of Battlefield 5, where people are going to be just like, "You're not going to stand up to these people. We're not going to support you." So they had an opportunity, and they missed it. So, so frustrating.
This whole video game anti-SJW movement with, first it was the Doom trailer as the joke, and then you got the Battlefield situation, and now this. It's been an interesting couple of days to talk about gaming, because we usually don't cover that on the High Council, but this is such a big moment right now.
It's when people say it's a culture war, I mean, they are trying to take over everything: comics, movies, video games, sports. Like, they're trying to get their hands into everything. It's just insane that people continue to pander to them. So you go back to Doom Eternal, where during the trailer that was played, it was like the person on the PA or whatever, it's like, "Demon is an offensive term. Please refer to them." I can't remember the exact.
Mortally challenged.
And oh my gosh, they were just so offended by this. And I was like, "Fuck, dude." Regardless, because I mean, I love the Doom games. I don't get time to play video games like I used to, but I'm like, I sold day one, because I mean, Doom's an awesome game to start off with. But the fact that, and they didn't respond, they didn't acknowledge it. Everybody was whining about it. And they just kind of like, whatever, and I hope that they hold firm. We'll see what happens, because, once these blue check mark brigades, no offense, Ethan, because you're definitely not one of them, but,
I have a blue check mark, though.
I know.
They go, "How did you get verified?" And I'm like, because I'm famous. How the fuck did you get verified? It's true. My God.
Yeah, but it is, man. It's bleeding into gaming now, and it's been a problem in gaming, but now it's becoming a real big problem. And We got to battle back. I mean, like I just talked about it, but now Battlefield 5 pre-sales are down 85% in comparison to Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Damn.
That and if you look back on some of the other Battlefield games, they've been much closer. So this whole thing with them putting women in with bionic arms into a World War II game, and then when the fans complain because you're not being historically accurate, and then they don't
need to say that. They don't need to say historically accurate. That goes without saying. What the fans need to say is, hey, unlike SJWs, we men, us guys, us normal guys, we don't want to role play as women. You weirdos. We don't want to pretend to be women. How hard is that to understand, you douchebags? We don't want to pretend that we're women. You guys do. That's you guys. That's what you guys want to do. So sell to yourselves. And by the way, when we don't turn out to buy your game because we don't all have weirdo sexual identity crises going on in our head, we're not gender fluid, wonder about it. Just wonder. When the money comes in and it's not as much as you were hoping by millions and millions of dollars, wonder about it. Wonder why everybody doesn't want to put on a dress like you and get spanked by the women in your life. You fucking cucks. Stop it. Stop ruining everything. Stop it.
But I will say, the bigger issue is not necessarily women, because I mean, like Black Ops has had women in games. But Angry Joe got caught up on this issue and him and the quartering went back and forth. It was never about women. That was never the issue with these games. It was about the fact that they were literally like, when fans complained about this, the CDO, he was over development and everything. He basically told the fans, like, either you accept what we've done here with women with bionic arms on the front lines of World War II, or don't buy the game. That's literally what he said.
They're saying either grow a vagina, a metaphorical vagina, or get out of here. We're saying no. This is the thing. This is and gamers need to stand up and say this. Say we are men. We enjoy these things because we're men. These are masculine fantasies. These are power fantasies that we go through. It's not about inclusion. It's not about that. I mean, that's just, women don't want to do this. Women don't want to do what we do. Women don't like this is how demented SJW men are. SJW men believe that normal women want to be men. Normal women don't want to be men. They're quite happy being women. They don't want to watch the NFL. Most of them, some of them do. They don't want to play football on the field with the NFL. They don't want to, they don't want to watch Star Wars. They don't want to read comic books and read about superheroes and they don't want to. Even if you added all the women in the world into these things, they wouldn't want to. They wouldn't enjoy it. That's not what they do. These people don't understand women and they don't understand men. They are different. They're different. And there are a few exceptions. There are women in the chat. We love our women. We love our women who love Star Wars. We love our women that love comics. But you know what? They love them the way that they are. And we love them the way that they are. There doesn't need to be a mass change to accommodate an audience that doesn't exist. My wife is never going to play Battlefield V. I don't care how many vaginas are in it. I don't care. She's never going to want to play that game. Ever. Ever. She looks at it like it's weird and stupid. And most women do. It's because it's for men, and women are supposed to think men are weird and stupid. That's what they're supposed to think. God damn you people. When will you learn?
They won't. They won't.
And gamers need to stand up and just say it just like that. Just be like, we don't want to role play as women. We understand what you think you're trying to do. What you say you're trying to do is you're trying to get more women to play these games. Women don't want to play these games. Just face up to that. They don't want to, okay? Stop trying to make us into girls. We don't want to be girls. We're happy being men. Thank you.
And the other point that he made was he said he was talking to his, and again, this is something that kids don't say. Kids don't think like this unless they're conditioned. But he said he talked to his 13-year-old girl, and she's like, Dad, why is everyone so mad that there's a girl in the game? I can be a girl in Fortnite. And he was like, honey, they just are uneducated.
No,
and
he goes, I don't know, honey.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, he said they're uneducated too, is what he said. And he's, I'm just thinking, like, no 13-year-old kid sits there and picks up a video game and is like, why can't I play with people that look like me? They just want to play a fucking video game, just like all of us. No normal person thinks like that. No normal person picks up a video game and thinks about race and gender, especially not a 12 or 13-year-old kid. They just don't do it.
Your 13-year-old girl play Battlefield V?
Exactly. Exactly.
Maybe she should be playing Minecraft, you jackass. And by the way, you shouldn't be allowed to have kids. If you're letting your kid play violent war games, A, and B, you don't have an answer for her when she asks you a basic question like, why, Daddy, why? Why? Because Daddy works in a business of selling masculine fantasies to men who sit on the couch, eat Doritos, and play video games all day. No offense, gamers. I love you. But that's what Daddy does for a living. Daddy tries to make these guys have a good time, feeling like men, blowing the heads off Nazis, sticking knives in the heads of the fascist Italian brigade, the Axis powers. That's what Daddy does. That's what Daddy does for a living. Daddy doesn't put girls in these games because those guys don't want to be girls. You're a girl. You're Daddy's special little princess. Now go play with your dolls. And that would be it. That would be it. End of conversation.
Oh my God. You're on a roll tonight, dude. Like, seriously.
I've had a few beers.
Oh, man. I had a cup of coffee. I'm just on like a couple hours of sleep. You're just like, boom. Can't even catch up with you tonight, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. We're starting out the show perfectly. I mean, we're 35 minutes in. We've been hit with truth bombs every couple of minutes, so don't ever apologize. You know, I'm worried.
Ethan knows you never apologize, Ethan, which he knows that better than anybody, especially to SJW. So
never apologize for anything ever. You don't, except to your wife. Always apologize to your wife. Always.
Agreed.
That's it.
You should write a book on life lessons.
Well, I have. I've been through quite a bit. You know, I'm older than you gentlemen. I'm pushing 44 years old. They call me a boomer. My own subscribers call me a boomer. I embrace that term.
Well, I don't feel so old turning 30 this year now, Ethan. Thank you very much.
You're a young man. You're a young man with a long life ahead of you. I've got one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. I'm an old man. But you have your whole life ahead of you. What about you, Jeremy? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 39. I'm pushing 40. I'm almost done. It's almost
you're
over for me. Even though everybody thinks I'm like 25. So
you look it, I guess.
They do. Everybody thinks that. So it's almost over for me. So hopefully we can have another good few months here on the Geeks and Gamers channel. We can hit 100K and then I can die a happy man because I don't have much time left. So
yeah. Let's get it done now. Well, we still have time on this planet. Wait, why did this chat get all grim? All right, let's.
Let me catch up with a few of these super chats because people are on fire tonight. They got a ton of stuff they want to say to us. So Tanae says it's ironic if the hardcore fans weren't bullied away from their favorite franchise, then the actors wouldn't be either. Respect goes both ways. That's very poignant. David N says Sarah Jong needs to play Rose's other sister in Star Wars 9. I don't want any more Tico sisters.
Yeah, how many more do you need?
None.
Canon
the good one's
fodder.
gone.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. What? They killed her right away.
Yeah. She didn't get sucked out of proof.
More proof of what Rose Tico was talking about in her essay. You know, these Star Wars guys, Lucasfilm, they are disrespectful to Asian people, to WOC, women of color. They are disrespectful to them. They just kill them, and then they let them kiss the men, and then the men look at them all disgusted. And it really is. It's if they added another one, I'm sure J.J. Abrams would do the same thing.
Now, here's an interesting question from Mupti. Coincidence that Kelly Marie Tran article comes out in the aftermath of the Star Wars Resistance trailer's poor reception?
That's interesting.
Well, because remember, the Kelly Marie Tran thing came out right when Solo was bombing at the box office.
Yep. It's very strategic on their end. I mean, look, there's nothing they can do about that horrible Resistance reaction.
What were your thoughts?
I mean, I thought it was awful. I mean, look, if you want to judge it as if it wasn't Star Wars, I mean, it's whatever. But it's Star Wars. It didn't look like Star Wars. It didn't feel like Star Wars. The narrator, all of it. And then they want to claim it was for kids. But I'm like, it's playing at 10 p.m. on a Sunday during the school year. So
it is? It's going to be at night?
Yeah, 10 p.m. And I'm just like, how can you say this is marketed towards kids when you're playing at 10 p.m. at night during the school year? It makes no sense. At the end of the day, this show will be canon. Am I correct? This will be canon. So if it's canon, then it's not for kids. It's for Star Wars fans. And Star Wars fans are of all ages. And so don't say it's specifically to 8 or 10-year-olds. If this is canon, and it's Star Wars, then it's not just for kids. It's for everyone that's a Star Wars fan, and it's garbage. It looked like trash. So go ahead, Ethan.
Oh, I hated it. Everyone who was in my chat will know that I hated the Resistance trailer.
I heard you liked it.
Oh, not, I mean, I don't like it that much. That's what, you know. I watched the trailer and honestly, I went, "This looks cool." And people were like, "No, it's not cool, Ethan. It's not cool." I was like, "Wait, what's not cool about it?" I'm trying to find what's not cool about it. The characters all look goofy, and you know the. But I mean, I expected that. I'd seen the original promo piece, and I went, "Boy, all these characters look goofy." It's it looks like
the chat is on you right now.
I knew it. Yeah. It looks good, and then people pointed out why it doesn't look good, and I went, "Oh well, maybe, I don't know. What do you want from me? I'm not going to watch it. I don't plan on watching it. I'm going to get through Clone Wars, and that's going to keep me very, very busy. I might watch the first one just to have a review of it, but I didn't hate it the way everybody else did.
Why didn't
Ethan is soy? How dare you? I am not.
My take on it is, and I said this. I mean, I judged Rebels in the beginning harshly. I judged the Clone Wars harshly, and ultimately, I enjoyed those both. Clone Wars more than Rebels. Clone Wars definitely got better with the animation and the storytelling as it went along. Rebels was always kind of hit or miss for me, but it had its moments. So I'm going to give the show a chance, but all I have is a 1-minute trailer, and I didn't like anything about it. And I'm tired of BB-8, by the way. I'm just so done with BB-8.
Are you done with BB-8?
So I'm done. And I loved BB-8 after The Force Awakens. I'm so done with that damn droid now. I'm done with him. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So
they're yelling at both of us. First of all, they're calling me a shill and a liar. They don't realize. Do you guys know when I'm trolling you yet? I mean, my God. And they're calling you a degenerate because you liked The Force Awakens. And Jeff is the only one who escapes unscathed here. Jeff has integrity.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, the only thing I want to say about this trailer is that they clearly picked every scene from one episode, so they're not really starting out strongly. You know, you always want to start out when you're presenting something new in an interesting manner. It's like, hey, look at this show where they hang out on an oil rig and they race in a whole empty blue field of a water planet. And then they walk around at night, and there's BB-8. There you go. That's it. That was the most uninspired trailer I think I've seen from Star Wars in 3 years since the first Force Awakens one, when Finn pops up and looks around, and that's it.
Why are people in the chat shocked that I like The Force Awakens? This isn't breaking news, guys. You guys have been busting my balls for months on this.
Dude, remember your huge upsurge in subscribers. This could be their first time listening to the High Council.
So, yeah. Spoilers, I'm not always going to agree with you, and you're not always going to agree with me. But that's what is awesome about the High Council. We have a lot of different opinions. So, but I definitely have soured on The Force Awakens in the recent months, especially after The Last Jedi. So,
well, Mareth Deoline wanted to tell us that he finished the Thrawn trilogy audiobook, then started the Thrawn duology audiobooks, then Hand of Thrawn duology. So Mareth Deoline is deep in the Thrawn stuff right now, and I know we're all behind. We all have been.
I gotta get into Thrawn. I like Thrawn. Yeah.
Do you think that British dude's going to be Thrawn in Episode 9? Have we talked about that?
Yeah, I do think that. And you know who else thinks that? Mike Zero.
More Star Wars content.
For future Star Wars content.
EVS, I heard you talking about it the other day. You're like, he was a cyborg because he's always in the same place with the same clothes, and he says the same thing in the same manner.
Yeah, if you watch Max Headroom from 1980, whatever, guys, look up Max Headroom. Some of you younger people, Max Headroom was in the 1980s their idea of what television would be like in the future. He was a CGI guy who was like, "Hey, I'm Max Headroom," and that is kind of who I think Mike Zero might be. I don't know what other digits come after 0, but he definitely does sound like a computer program. Maybe it's Mike 011101101. That's possible. But he is always in the same spot, wearing the same clothes. He's got that dartboard with the dart right in the middle. and he is saying some weird stuff, and he's talking about future. This is the key giveaway. This is how I figured it out. He's talking about future Star Wars content. He's from the future, guys. He's just like the Terminator. He's the Terminator of Star Wars content. He's got it from the future. So why wouldn't you subscribe and ring the bell for future Star Wars content? Why wouldn't you? Now, he's always saying every single time his first comment is, "Hey, dear friends, if you like, let's join the 500 club," which is weird. Let's get this video to 500 likes, dear friends. And he says it in all caps and no punctuation. So I put my subscribers to work. Now, he's never gotten 500 likes ever. I looked. He's never gotten 500 likes. I put my chat to work. I said, "Dear friends, will you do this for me? Will you please like one of," and I got Mike's latest video. My chat got him to 500 likes. 500, more than 500. We got him up way past 500 likes for the first time. I wanted to see what would happen. I thought it would be like a Cicada 3301 situation that would unlock a different puzzle, but it didn't. It didn't. Nothing really happened after we got him to 500 likes and beyond. But that doesn't change my theory that he is future Star Wars content, and he is Mike 01101011.
Oh, that's
a robot.
That's great. Oh man, I see everybody commenting, telling me I was in the latest iDubbbz video, and I know I responded on my channel. I made a response, and I thought it was great. The fact that I was on a channel that size, so really cool stuff. So.
I thought you were going to call Mike Zero the new Coke of Star Wars videos, Ethan, when you brought up Max Headroom. So I was getting ready for some, a big burn, but I guess
people. No, I like Mike Zero. I have no problem with him. I just don't understand. I don't understand where he gets this future Star Wars content. I get it right on time, and I try to be timely about my Star Wars content. I check the news every morning to see what Star Wars content I have. He gets his in the future. I get mine from the present. Thus, he will always. Somebody said Mike Zero is too big for you guys. Yeah, no fake.
I like Mike Zero. I enjoy the hell out of watching his channel, man. So
I love it too.
He's the most consistent person on YouTube in terms of his mannerisms. It's incredible. He never flinches. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Is that a strength or a weakness?
I think it's a strength when you can go into the future and get Star Wars news. So,
well, of all the things you could do in the future, you choose to come back and bring Star Wars news.
That's what he's programmed to do. So,
okay.
He's delivering Star Wars news and a grave warning from the future. But here's the good news: there is Star Wars news in the future. You would think that Kathleen Kennedy would have driven it into the ground. This is further proof that Kathleen Kennedy is out of here September 29th. Did you hear my theory about this, boys?
I did. I saw your video, but I didn't get a chance to watch that one.
Oh, my God. All right. So here's the situation. I mean, the reason why Kathleen Kennedy is leaving in September, and she will be gone September 29th, that is Disney's year-end date. That's their fiscal year-end. That's why she's leaving in September. She's going to have to explain to the shareholders why, or not she, they are. Disney is going to have to explain to the shareholders why in a quarter in which they bought Fox, in which they're spending massive amounts of money fixing up the theme parks. They're adding the Toy Story ride, the new Star Wars ride. They're adding all this stuff. Why in the same quarter? Why the hell did Solo lose $80 million? The stockholders are going to be pissed. They're going to run Kathleen Kennedy out on a rail to appease them. And that is why this happened way back in May. The weekend after Solo premiered, she was brought into an office by Bob Iger. She was sat down. Basically, it was like that scene in Superman, like the opening movie, like Superman 2, when I think it was Superman 1, where the villains were all being surrounded by the Kryptonian Council, like their heads,
Yep.
Kathleen Kennedy was judged. And basically, in this analogy, Bob Iger is he's Jor-El, and he is. He's a lot like Jor-El. And they said guilty, 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 guilty. And that's it. Kathleen Kennedy, we haven't seen her since. She's in the goddamn Phantom Zone in a mirror orbiting the planet. She's out there somewhere. pounding on it. Let me out. I think Ryan Johnson's in there too.
EVS
Pablo
is gold.
Hidalgo.
EVS is gold tonight.
I know. I think I thought Pablo Hidalgo was in there too, but Pablo Hidalgo has been cracking on me all day. He posted a T-shirt thing on a T-shirt meme on his Twitter. It was like, my other T-shirt is a right-wing grift or something like that. He's like, I'm going to start this at 47.50. I was like, Pablo, I love that you guys worry about us all day long. And he's like, this wasn't about you. I was like, yes, it is, dude. You really want to go with that? You want to pretend you're not worried about us and you don't talk about us all day long? Yes, you do, Pablo. So I don't think he's in the phantom zone with everyone else, but that is what happened. And so when September 29th comes around, Kathleen Kennedy is no longer going to be here. And it's going to be announced that Dave Filoni has taken her place. Now, Jeremy, you got the same kind of happy feeling in your heart when you saw that Lucasfilm promo video, that PR video.
Yep.
We got a good feeling about it. You know who didn't?
Pablo. I saw what you said to him.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, Pablo, how do you like working for Dave Filoni? Does he like you as much as Kathleen Kennedy did? That must have sent a douche chill right up his spine. He did not like that at all. At all. Yeah, he's working. He's keeping his head down because he's working for Cowboy Dave right now. Now, at the end of the video, you can see in slow motion, like hagiographic, like almost as though Dave Filoni is fucking Fidel Castro. He's conquered the forces of Fulgencio Batista. Yeah, but all these people named Bautista. He's conquered, and he's walking around. He's in slow motion, high-fiving the fans, shaking their hands. He's wearing his cowboy hat. In your head, you hear his voices. I'm Dave Filoni. I'm here to make things better again. But that's not what he sounds like. He sounds like, I'm Dave Filoni. I'm here to make things better again. That's too bad. That's too bad. I don't want to hear his voice very much, but I do like the slow motion shots of him high-fiving the fans. Cowboy Dave is here to save the day. He is riding up Lucasfilm Ranch, Skywalker Ranch. He is riding up to save the day. He's there right now with what's his face from Swingers?
Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau?
Yep.
Oh my God, dude. Things are actually going to get better again, and it's all going to happen next month. You think we're busy now?
Whew. We got a whole lot of work ahead of us.
Bring it on.
Welcome to future Star Wars content. Eat it. Eat it, Mike Zero. I can do it too. I can do it too, pal. Cheers.
When she's gone, we need to celebrate together, the three of us, somehow.
Yeah. It's gonna be happy days on the YouTube interwebs, that's for sure.
Oh God, I can't wait.
I mean, I keep saying it, man. March 19th, I made a video about her saying she's completely disappeared. And here we are in August and nothing has changed. She's not said anything. It's incredible.
She's in the Phantom Zone. She is literally gone, and it's wonderful, and it's so great to just.
Oh, okay, Ivan. If you're watching, you're gonna have to get with EVS, and you're gonna have to do Kathleen Kennedy in the Phantom Zone. You've got to do it.
Oh,
we can get Ivan to make that happen. So I'll text him right now if he's not watching. We can make that happen.
Make that meme happen, buddy. Yeah. Well, listen. This is the thing about it. Go to all of them. I've been trolling Ryan Johnson. I'm trolling Pablo Hidalgo. Troll them all and just be like, hey, let him know. It's like if Ryan Johnson were truly working on a trilogy right now, if he were truly working on a trilogy right now, another trilogy, he'd be busy. He wouldn't be on Twitter all day long, talking about whatever the hell he's talking about. He'd be way too busy. He's talking like a retired director, not the active director who's working on continuing to ruin Star Wars. And I fucking love it. So that's what Twitter is for. Just ask Pablo Hidalgo. I am concerned. I want Pablo to stay, but I want to know that he gets along with Dave Filoni. That's important to us. We want to know that he and Dave Filoni are like this, like he and Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy, I always felt he had kind of a mommy vibe with Kathleen Kennedy. I wonder if he's going to have a daddy vibe with Dave Filoni. Somehow I doubt it. Not without daddy's belt getting involved.
That was great.
Oh, this is one of our best episodes. GR people. Hail Caesar. Ross Chat will be here shortly. Congrats, Jeremy, on growing so fast with EA's Battlefield 5 drama. You should share how similar it is to Lucasfilm. Jeff, you are a fantastic person as well. Well, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a hell of a week for the Geeks and Gamers channel. So we're gonna keep doing our thing. So
Dayton Pfeiffer says, "Hail to the High Council." ST Rome says, "We're here to pound muffs and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of goddamn bubblegum." You know, I'm really glad that pounding the muff thing is stuck here on the channel. Somebody said they were tired of it, and I'm like, no, never in a million years.
They don't tire of these memes. They don't get tired of them. They're still talking about pie right now in the chat. You know?
Yeah, didn't somebody mail you a box of pies?
Yeah, they did. I joked about this. I said, you know what I'm going to do since you guys are all... First of all, I haven't had a pie in 10 days. I want you to know I'm my satiety. It's satiety. 10 days sober of pies. And this guy, first of all, he found my address. I accidentally doxed myself in a live stream. He wrote it down, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'm not going to share it or tell anybody where it is." And he went on Amazon, and he gift wrapped a crate of Hostess apple pies and sent it to my house today. I was like, why do these people want to sabotage me? Why do they want me to eat pies? Well, anyway, if that's the case, a lot of these guys have, they have Amazon wish lists. Like these guys, these bigger YouTubers. Here's my Amazon. Anybody want to send me like equipment and toys? And no, I don't want to do that. But I'm going to have a pie wish list. Now, if you guys want to troll my wife, who will think this is weird, just keep sending us pies. So I'm going to have an Amazon wish list. You can just click it, buy it now, send me pies off of Amazon. I want to see how many crates of pies. My wife will be like, what the hell is going on? That's the fandom menace, honey. That's the fandom menace. We respect them. We respect them. They send us pies. We respect them.
And I need to, you reminded me, so I got fan mail today for the first time. It's pretty awesome. So Brent from Infinite Godikin, or Godikin is how he says it's said, but Godikin sent me a t-shirt and a little plaque for Godikin, and it was awesome. So I just wanted to appreciate that. He sent me a letter thanking me for my YouTube channel and everything like that. On the box it said, "Coming to you with another video." So it's pretty good. So I appreciate that. So if he's watching, thank you. If not, I will give you another shout out on the Geeks and Gamers channel.
There's a lot of good people out there.
Yeah, definitely.
I love our fans. Absolutely love them. And my wife said that too. She just said, you know what, like your Star Wars fans, your subscribers are the coolest people. It's such a good community. I mean, we joke, they have great memes, but they're all sweethearts. None of them are malicious or evil. They're just having fun, and it's just a great community. So we do love you guys, and thanks for the fun.
I love how much fun they make fun of me on the live streams. It's not quite EVS level, but they have a lot of fun with me on the live streams, and they misspell words, and it's crazy, man. So
merciless.
Yeah, they're waiting for that. To me. They're waiting for that 100K live stream because 100K, I'm going to do a hatless live stream.
Are you going to cry all day?
I'm not going to. I'm going to fake cry, just like Mundane Matt. Also, I guess now is as good a time as any to say it. But after we hit 100K, I am putting in place a 24-hour live stream. And we are going to raise money for my favorite charity, so I'll have more information for that. All the super chats will go to charity.
So next week you're going to hit that.
I doubt it, but when we hit, once we hit it, and I'm talking with my team, and we're getting everything in order. I'm sure I can get Ethan and Jeff to make an appearance.
For
hopefully
sure.
not at 2 o'clock in the morning though, but it's going to be a 24-hour live stream. We're gonna work it out, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So
I'll come in during the morning hours when you're getting real tired. That final 24-hour stretch. I'll come in the morning and help you close it out.
Right on, right on.
We'll do Good Morning Pop Culture from Geeks and Gamers.
Oh, I like it. Good deal. See, man, I'm glad I announced it here. So good deal.
Crossover. Well, I mean, you brought up an announcement. Ethan, do you think it's time? Should I make the announcement I told you off air?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, folks. Well, here I am. I'm throwing my hat into the ring. We always talk about it on World Class Bullshitters, the IndieGoGo, the parody comic of When We Kidnapped Harrison Ford. So it's no longer just me talking about it. It's no longer bullshit. It's no longer just a good joke. It's now live, and you can see it right here on your screen. I put it up right before we went live. I haven't announced it on social media. I haven't made anything known to anyone except Jeremy and Ethan. So you guys can check it out. We can. I'm now in the Comicsgate thing, so the Fandom Menace now has a story. So this is basically Stealing Solo. It's about a group of people who kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake a Star Wars movie down in their basement. Now, obviously, it's a parody. It's meant to be taken lightly. It's fun, but here it is for you right in front of you. And now it seems like a long ways away, but it comes out in February because I want to keep the channel going and growing. I don't want to, hold up the High Council or anything like that. So this is going to be something that I do. I have a professional colorist, professional letterer. We got all kinds of great perks. So you guys go over there and check it out. I'm going to bring it up on the shows. I'm going to go over to the Comicsgate streams. I'm going to be everywhere with Stealing Solo. And the ultimate goal is to get this in front of the right people so we can, get this made into a story with the real Harrison Ford. So thank you to everyone who's going to check this out. And let's get back to some High Council shenanigans because I'm pumped now that this is out there in the real world.
Well, Jeff, I just want to tell you congratulations on getting this started. You will have the full support of Geeks and Gamers. I will do all I can to promote this for you, and we got your back, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. We're going to make you so much money. We're going to make you so much money. You're going to sell so many comics, pal. This is terrific news. And by the way, it looks like Joe Quesada artwork, dude. You are. Why did you tell us you could do this?
It's really impressive. That's impressive as hell. So.
Well, thank you very much. One thing I will say is I did want to be a comic book artist for so long, and I had tons of people, not my mom, but other people in my family say it's a waste of time. Why are you drawing? Funny books are stupid. This, that, and the other. But I stuck with it though, and I put in hours a day, and this is my, this is what I want to do. I want to put this story out there. I'm proud of the story. So you guys will laugh with this story. So thank you to you guys for showing your support right now. I feel real good about this.
Can we see some of it, or is there anything that we can see?
There's more I can show you off air. This is what's on here right now. I'm going to be doing updates. I wanted to get this out here now because I'm going to a convention and I want to promote it in person to people. And I have a ton of other stuff to do. Like I know you've been to shows, Ethan, all over, and you know what you got to prepare. I got to do shirts and banners and all kinds of other crap. So I'm going to be running around like crazy the next week or two. I just wanted to put this out there for everybody to see right now.
Well, take a minute and put the link in the description because you were at $0.
Oh, that's
$0.00. So please put the link in the description. Are we live? We are live right now.
We are live right now. I've sent the link out twice, and there we go.
Oh no! Put it in the description of this channel. Do you know how to do that?
No. What do I got to do?
Okay, so go back to your Creator Live Studio.
Okay.
And you'll say go to live stream. Visit live stream. You'll see a whole a link to go and actually watch the chat, watch the live. You'll be able to edit it. You'll be or no, when you're actually, you can do it two ways. Or when you're constructing the live stream back on your creator page, they'll have a description box. You can go in there and drop the link in the description, save it, and it will show up in the description.
All right, thank you there, folks. It's right there, and now it's saved. I changed it. So now it's saved in the description box so you guys can check it out. It's been in the chat. We already got our first contributor, so thank you very much to Iman Hernandez. So you are the first person, and I'm really excited about this. So thank you, Iman.
Back this campaign, guys. Let's get this. First of all, it actually looks really great. It's a great idea. It'd make a great movie. Yeah, the art looks terrific. It looks really, really hot. So, guys, yeah, 1K. It's got $1,000 already. He's looking for $20,000. That is his goal. He's got a flexible goal. What's the difference between? It doesn't matter. We'll get you.
I just tweeted it out. Hashtag the Fandom Menace. Hashtag the High Council. So if you want to find that and retweet it, boom. So you're off to the races, buddy.
Well, thank you guys. I really mean it. I mean, I'm not going to cry and open a play button on here, but this is a big deal to me. And like I said, I really want to see it as a movie. Really what I want. I feel like Harrison Ford's a weird enough guy that you could get, put money in front of him. He would make this movie. So,
yeah, he's got he might see the humor in this. He probably feels that way.
I'll tell you guys more about it the further down the road we get. But Yeah,
Very cool.
You're already over $1,000. So
Jesus Christ, that is awesome.
yeah.
Thank you to
That's
everybody.
why I'm telling you, we have the best community. Period. Somebody earlier, who was it? I can't remember. It was on Twitter. I never remember how to say his name correctly. Jeff, you always get it right. Hang on, let me pull it up. Somebody was calling him a clown for being a fan of Geeks and Gamers. It's a demon synth. What is it? Demon synthesis
Scythe or something?
Scythe, yeah. Anyway, and I tagged him and I said he offers amazing support to myself, EVS, and World Class, and so many more. He represents the best fan base on the internet. He will always have my respect, and I will always have his back. So if you come after our fans, we're coming after you. You know what I mean? Don't try to attack our fans. Don't do it. So because we have Ethan. That's all we need. You know, we're good. So.
Yeah, well, I'm protective of this community, as you know, but like a dog. I will bark at people who come after these fans. These are the best people in the world. They're lied about constantly. They're maligned and mistreated, abused, denigrated, and yet they are real fans. These are the people who actually, by the way, let's stop calling them fans. Star Wars, Lucasfilm, comic book industry. They're not just fans; they're customers. And they need to be treated like customers, especially with something like what Jeff is doing. Jeff right now is he's a comic book merchant as of right now. And Jeff is looking at his fans now as potential customers. And Jeff's attitude is, how can I help you? And you're right. The customer is always right. I'm trying to make a book to entertain you. How can I get you to back me? How can I get your support? And this runs counter. It runs completely counter to the culture that exists in entertainment today. In entertainment today, people are like, you don't like it, don't buy it. You don't like Stealing Solo, don't buy it then. It's not for you. I didn't do it for you. I did it for me. It's bullshit. We're the opposite of that. Jeff is doing this for himself, but he's doing it for you too. He's trying to show you a good time. So for $20 USD plus the shipping costs, you're going to get the book. Scroll down, Jeff. Let me see what else is going on there. Let's see your perks.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we got a blank sketch cover variant, which you guys can take to shows. I'm not gonna. I mean, I could always do something on there for you, but this is for you to have your idea of like a funny scenario drawn on there. Ethan knows all about blank sketch covers, so that's another perk. Now there's going to be an art poster. It's an 11x17 poster. I've already talked to people about getting these printed. Now everything that we're going to put out with this is going to be the same quality as industry standard. Exceeds it in many ways. I'm going to make sure that it doesn't have those crappy, weak covers. It's going to have the better quality cover and all that stuff. So we're going to have that. We're going to have, you can get posters. You can get both covers with the poster. There's the both books poster shirt combo. And, you know, we're going to be making that stuff, so it's going to be the highest quality. There's JJ's mystery box, and before anyone says, what if JJ Abrams gets mad at you for using this? My initials are JJ, so that guy can go fuck himself.
Boom!
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so there are the perks right there. So thank you to everyone. I mean, this is bizarre that there's so many, you know. I guess I look at it from a different point. You know, I'm putting out these videos, we're interacting, but so many people like responding, and it's great. So thank you to everybody. I mean it.
Well, you are beloved. You're beloved in the community. You are a great big teddy bear as far as the fans are concerned. They do love World Class Bullshitters. Your videos never fail to make me laugh. And so I'm sure that Stealing Solo is also going to make me laugh. I will back it at the highest level as soon as we get off the air. And I'll tell you something. This is it. You know, we talk about how SJWs, and specifically, let's focus not on comic books, but let's focus on Lucasfilm, how they've forgotten how to market and sell their product, and their movie is a product. They won't even admit that anymore. They're like, you're not a customer just because you bought a ticket. Screw you. Yes, I am. Of course I am. When you back this comic, when you back Stealing Solo, you are a customer. And, you know, we want to make sure that you're satisfied, that you're happy. Jeff is creating a product. He spent years on social media, on his YouTube channel, creating entertainment product to grow close to his fan base, to create a market to market to. That's you guys. And now he's got a product that he is going to offer you. And that's what business is, weirdos out there, SJWs, weirdos, that failing everywhere. That's what this is supposed to be. It's what adults do. You guys are the adults. Thank you so much for being supportive of the Fandom Menace, of the High Council, and of course, campaigns like this one. We're not here to insult you. Jeff would like to make a little bit of money off of his hard work, and we think you're going to make that happen and be entertained in exchange. So thanks a lot. Yeah, go over there and back this project. Go over there and get your copy of this. This is definitely for you guys.
Hit that refresh button, Jeff. Show us where you're at.
Oh, yeah, cool. I was looking at it on my phone. I kept getting all these. Oh, wait, this is a different tab. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I had to open it in a private browser so it wouldn't be logged in because I had to link to my YouTube
We're
channel.
at 1957 right now.
40 backers already. Damn.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much. This is awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the other thing. I mean, just to thank fans, just to thank your customers.
Well, I firmly believe everyone that listens to this channel knows that I appreciate them. I mean, we're very, very fortunate to be where we are. We talk about, the fandom menace, but like we get up, we do this stuff, people are there. It's just so much fun. I don't know what else to say. I'm so happy. This is the best time in my life. I really mean it. Everything we're doing is reaching people, and they're so receptive and positive. I mean, we get fan art, Ethan. I know you and I draw, but I don't have people draw pictures of me. You got people drawing Cyberpunk, yourself fighting pies. I got people drawing me Power Rangers. It's an awesome time right now.
I saw somebody posted some screenshots of me taking my hat off in your fan group on Facebook, Jeff. I don't know if you caught that. Somebody sent me screenshots of it. They were like, just Jeremy without his hat, and everybody's like, oh shit, Justin Timberlake hair. Oh shit. So it's great. So.
Somebody photoshopped I asked them to do this. They photoshopped Richard Simmons' hair on your head once.
Yeah, no, you sent me that one. That one's been going around in our Discord now, in the Geeks and Gamers Discord. These memes about me that go into your group end up on our Discord, and I'm like, how the hell did it already end up here? So it's pretty cool. People are saying Jeremy's about to take a how to learn how to draw class. No, if I ever did anything, and I have no idea what I would do, but I mean, it would be centered around building Geeks and Gamers if I ever did anything with IndieGoGo. But I would need to talk to Ethan and get more of an understanding of all of it. But it would be centered around trying to grow my brand at Geeks and Gamers, and I don't know if that would fit in IndieGoGo. So I have no idea.
Look at this super chat that just came in. DV makes do. Thanks for $5. No, really, thank you guys for making things I actually want to buy.
Boom.
That's it. By the way, speaking of things people actually want to buy, I don't know if you could buy this, but Jeremy and actually Jeff, no, I just sent you over a picture that somebody made, a fan made in the DMs of your Twitter. If you would put that up for just 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
That's great.
That's Twitter. I need to run Twitter more often. Okay, so the DMs. There we go. Hold on. I'll pull it up right now. Damn it, this is incredible. This is oh, sorry. I feel like I'm just laughing at something and no one else gets the joke besides you guys. Here we go.
Yeah.
Check this out.
It's Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy in the negative zone.
The teeth on her. Oh my god, those are horse teeth. Holy shit.
Oh god, that's great.
That's the work of Jeremy Fine.
Work at. Oh my
God. Yeah. Jeremy Fine, thanks very much. Appreciate you.
Oh man, let me catch up on some of these super chats. Raven Eye Review says via New York Times, man charged for Conan figures $21K. Even changing name now, case law at EVS. Will it affect artists that sell Batman at cons or cosplay?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Well, let's see. I'll read it again and then I'll try to elaborate. It says, via the New York Times, man charged for Conan figures $21,000. Even changing name now, case law. EVS, will it affect artists that sell Batman or cons or cosplay? So I guess what they're saying is the guy that customizes the Conan figures got sued. How will that affect artists?
Well, you'd have to be a pretty big douchebag to do that to somebody who's doing that. Now, like if you're selling a Batman print or you are cosplaying as Batman, DC Comics has every legal right to come after you and sue you. DC generally doesn't do that. They like to promote goodwill with their cosplayers and fans who are just selling a few prints and making a few bucks. If you get on their nerves, they will absolutely come after you. But for the most part, it's a little bit of kind of, yeah, we know, but we're not looking. It's okay. You're behind our back, that kind of a thing. And DC's good about that. I don't know if Marvel is so much, but I know that DC is for a fact.
Holy shit! I just looked at the Resistance trailer. 50,000 downvotes now.
Hold on,
50,000.
Let me pull that up real quick because that's
holy shit. 9,000 upvotes to 50,000 downvotes.
Jesus Christ. And the view count hasn't gone up that much either. It's only gone up about 40,000 views since I made the video.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens, folks, when Disney shits on their fan base and ruins Star Wars.
This is get woke, go broke in its finest form right here.
Somebody mentioned this earlier in one of the super chats we're still going to have to get to. It's like, how will this affect the episode 9's trailer? Will it get this kind of review? So there we go, folks, right there. Look at, there's the numbers on your screen.
God damn, look at that. That is a lightsaber.
That is bad. That is bad. Wow.
Woo. Oh my God. Do you have any sympathy for him? Because
no. This right here. This right here is tangible evidence of your SJWs versus the people that support your product. So if you want to go after those 9,000, which still 9,000 are probably just people that just like anything that comes on their feed anyway. So, but that right there is classic. If you pander to SJWs, that's what you get right there.
And it bothers me because I still do love Star Wars. I just think it's polluted right now. They got to get people out of there. This is like, I want to just be like, hey, Dave, Cowboy Dave, please don't be an SJW. Please don't turn out to be an SJW. Fire these people.
Well, look, I mean, you saw what he did. You saw what he did the day before this trailer dropped. What did you hear him say? He knew it. He knew this was going to be part of it. Yeah, he was like, he knew this was going to be garbage. He knew it.
Yeah.
And I love how the pro Kathleen Kennedy people are like, oh, Dave Filoni created it. Yeah, of course he did, but he created it under Kathleen Kennedy's vision of what the box that she's putting him in, because clearly this has been in development for a long time. Kathleen Kennedy didn't lose her power or her mojo of sorts, if you want to call it that, until The Last Jedi came out, probably a few months after, when they really started realizing, oh shit, this is bad. But this show was already in development. You know what I mean? This was already a go. Yeah. So Dave came out the day before. He knew. I mean, Dave Filoni's a smart guy. He did this stuff with, I don't want to give too many spoilers. I know a lot of people haven't seen Rebels, but he's always dropped these little cryptic messages. I'll say that much about things that happened in Rebels. And he was very, this was strategic on his part to make that announcement before this trailer dropped, because he knows.
I know.
Smart guy.
I know. Well, I mean, I really do hope that, man, Disney can pull it off. It's like, it is kind of fun to roast Star Wars. Star Wars does suck so bad right now, but I don't want it to die. You know what I mean? Like, I want to keep that spark alive. I'm really hopeful that, they fire all of these people and save it and stop with this virtue signaling. Lucasfilm is a great, inclusive place to work. Look, I'm a weirdo skateboarding to work. Look at all these other weirdos that work here with me. Yeah, it looks like the cantina in here. Isn't that wonderful? It's great. It's so diverse. Yeah, but your product sucks. You're killing Star Wars. You're killing Star Wars. The fans are fleeing. And I don't want it. I don't want it. I swear to God, please, Dave Filoni, fix this. And it can't be hard to fix. It can't be. Just fire everybody who's got this negative influence on the product. Everybody who wants to turn Star Wars into a social cause to make themselves feel good, fire them. Let's start focusing on who the audience is for Star Wars, what they want, what Star Wars has always been. And let's get it back on schedule again. And I wish I could help. I wish I could help.
There's stuff we could do. We can always offer suggestions and ideas, what we do now. It's going to take more than just, large groups of mass firings, if you will. They have to get themselves right on every level. Like I talked about the Resistance trailer. The word to describe it to me is cheap. Star Wars was never cheap. It was the Cadillac of brands. You got to just keep putting out consistent quality. You got to break new ground like they have with visual effects, storytelling, the scale of the action figures, revolutionary world building outside of books and stuff like that. Like, you have to get and come up. Star Wars has to venture into new territory and impress so many people and then take over that and dominate that market. Star Wars can't just rely on stuff that worked 40 years ago, and the nostalgia has been dried up. We're here now. It's the worst time to be a fan.
Absolutely.
Chano Cyber9 Avila, thank you very much, says, can't blame the actors/actresses for shitty characters made by writers and the directors who wanted that character for his/her vision. So this is back talking about Rose Tico. Alec Munoz says, if America is so racist, why is Crazy Rich Asians the #1 movie in America? So tired of constant victimhood coming from their ultra left.
Yep.
Did you guys see the trailer for that at all?
I haven't. I've just heard about it the other day. Actually, someone mentioned it to me. I didn't even know what it was. So I was like, man, what is that? So I don't know anything about it. So what is it? Is it a comedy or what?
Yeah, I'll read you the synopsis since I brought it up online because kind of can't leave people hanging. Crazy Rich Asians is Rachel Chu is happy to accompany her longtime boyfriend Nick to his best friend's wedding in Singapore. She's also surprised to learn that his family is extremely wealthy. He's considered to be one of the country's most eligible bachelors. Thrust into the spotlight, Rachel must now contend with jealous socialites, quirky relatives, and something far worse, Nick's disapproving mother. Doesn't sound terrible. I mean, I'm not going to rush out to see it, but it doesn't sound terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I might go check it out just so I can do a review for the channel. I've been trying to do a few more movie reviews for the channel. So I may have to go check it out. So
well, I'm going to do whatever you do, Jeremy, because your channel is flying right now. Yeah, advise us.
Advise me on a live stream because I can't get more than 300 unless I clickbait it. You just post like, "Hey, I'm going live," and you got like 1,200 people watching within 2 seconds. So
that is true. That is
show
true.
me the
How do I
ways.
get the subs that you get and the views that you get? If you're in the chat and you haven't subscribed to Comic Artist Pro Secrets yet, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Jeff's channel. Subscribe to us. We want you guys to join our community officially. By the way, Stealing Solo, a Captain's parody right now. Get ready for the boom. Get ready for the boom. We're only $13 away from $3,000. The next person that just buys the book, all you have to do is buy the book. You will push that to $3,000. That is gigantic. Gigantic, guys. That happened. That happened in 5 minutes.
It's amazing. Jeff Bartlett just commented and said he's unsubs from Jeremy every day, and he does. Every live stream he threatens me at least 12 times that he's going to unsub from me. It's fantastic. But yeah, congratulations, Jeff. I mean, this is awesome, man. And it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. So
I know I'm going to be out of town at the convention this week and come home and check it out, and boom,
well,
reach our goal.
I'll try to get you on for either a live stream on Geeks and Gamers or just we can do a little 10-minute, 20-minute video and upload it, and you can kind of talk about it, and it may get you a few more people and some eyes on it. So
I appreciate it, and whenever you do something like this, that offer stands for you too, man.
Appreciate it, sir.
We got to Voltron this shit up, combine and just take down whatever.
Can we make a deal that if you hit 10 grand by tonight, that you'll do an official Mundane Matt silver play button video where you cry? So
I'll film it at Horror Hound in the turkey costume. There we go. I have a turkey costume here. Don't ask why.
Alex Munoz goes, "Congrats, Jeff EVS. He's going to pass Cyberfrog." Oh my God, dude. Well, let's make it happen tonight. I just want to watch it. Boom, $3,100, $27. Over $3 grand, and it's only been just a few minutes. Just a few minutes here.
It's like a game to hit the
magnificent. Yeah, that's
all I can say to everyone
out
there is, oh, man. Now I'm going to have to do more comics. So there we go. Let's see. Jedi Rider says, my favorite part of Tuesday is when I get to kick back, play Mass Effect on my PS4, and listen to the High Council. Thanks for entertaining us every week.
No problem,
you're welcome, Jedi Rider. Thank you guys for being here. We love doing it. Get to hang out with my friends. Now, here's something that I saw this when it popped up, and I wanted to bring it up, but I didn't want to read these out of order. This came from Style Universal. Lucy Liu was on Vanity Fair's cover in 2004.
Whoops. Whoops. I guess so. It wasn't. Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how these people are always trying to say, "Oh, this is the first this and the first that."
Yep.
No.
Yep. Remember when Black Panther was the first ever African-American black superhero movie ever, except it wasn't, you know what I mean? So,
they're all nuts. These people are nuts. The New York Times is fake news. They used to be the newspaper of record, and now they're just a garbage tier, like, just clickbait. I mean, to sit there and look at Kelly Tran and what she wrote, and then to say that was about why she left Instagram, garbage. New York Times, shame on you. Shame on you. You should be. I mean, Did they actually say that, Ethan, or was it Kelly Marie Tran that said it? Which one of them said it? No, New York Times said it.
Okay, New York Times.
Kelly Marie never at any point did she say, "Damn these fans who drove me from social media." It was it's in the title. Kelly Marie Tran, I won't be marginalized by online harassment. That is not her title. And then they put editor's note. The actress deleted her Instagram posts this summer in response to online harassment. Here she speaks out for the first time. That's their words. That's their bespectacled, effeminate words. She doesn't say that. She doesn't say that at all. If you read the whole essay, it's about how, like, ever since I was a little girl, I had a hard time because everyone knew I was Asian and I was different. That's all the essay says. It says nothing about Instagram. These people are liars.
All right, well, excuse me, Ethan Van Scriver. This is Proper Jeremy, and listen, you're saying some highly offensive language against females, and I think that it's very. You need to issue an apology, and you need to wear one of these pink hats that starts with a P word, which Proper Jeremy will not say. But if you can just dial it back a little bit, there's a lot of offensive language going on here.
No, I'm sorry. No, I can't. I'm sorry, but I have to diagnose the problem. I am a surgeon. I'm a fucking pop culture surgeon. I diagnose the illness and I will extract it with a scalpel. I will very carefully cut into the living body, the patient. I will extract the problem. The problem is SJWs and their weirdo obesians to weirdo feminists. Normal women aren't like this. Normal women see what I have to say, and then they see what SJWs do, and they're disgusted by what SJWs do. They're disgusted by third-wave feminism. I am here to provide and light the way. Light the way. If you want to succeed in entertainment, if you want to make actual content that people enjoy, you will listen to your Uncle Ethan. You will. You will. And I will present you with a clean bill of health as soon as we get the trebuchet out and fire these motherfuckers to the moon.
Listen, on Proper, somebody created an @Proper Jeremy Twitter handle. In the description, I read it the other day for the first time. It's fantastic. Proper Jeremy, gender neutral, queer person, pansexual, feminist, Jill Stein supporter, lover of tennis, badminton, and soy lattes. Ethan Van Sciver is offensive. I don't know who made this. It's fantastic.
I'm not
I'm really jealous that you came up with that phrase, pop culture surgeon. I fucking love that thing, dude. Oh my god. Oh, Rubber Ducky 186.
The world is sick. Oh, by the way, let's take a minute and let's look at Stealing Solo, a Captain's Parody right now. $3,407. $3,407.
Awesome. Awesome.
These are results that we don't see normally at Comicsgate. We don't see results like this. This is the result of your fans coming together to support you. This is them giving you a hug, essentially, and saying thank you for your many years of entertainment, your hard work, Jeff, and thank you for offering us this book. So I think that's nice. I think it's very nice.
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is real.
You're gonna be
guys, let's hit 10 grand. Let's hit 10 grand tonight. I want to see a Mundane Matt silver play button parody on World Class.
Fine, I will. I'll do it just for you. Rubber Ducky 186. Oh, go ahead, Ethan.
I was just gonna say I watched that Mundane Matt crying video like 80 times. I've got it memorized. I love it.
Yeah, it almost embarrasses me to think we're gonna be at that soon, and then like people are gonna want me to do that with the play button. I'm like, I can't be Mundane Matt. His situation's messed up right now. What was his number? What did he lose? Like
he's down to one. The chat's been saying it like every 5 minutes. I think it's like 149 right now, and he was at what 162 when this all started. So
170. He was in the 170s. I mean, you know, yeah, he started attacking us. By the way, we made Medicare's video. I mean, that is nice, dude. That is really nice.
Mundane Matt's lost 11,719 subs in the last 30 days.
And look how I think Angry Joe's lost 11,000 in the past 3 days.
Let me look that up because
you can afford it though. That's nothing.
No, it won't hurt. Yeah, it's. I mean, Joe's. Joe will get him back too. I mean, I like Angry Joe. I don't like what he's doing right now, and I don't know what he's thinking, but I like Angry Joe. He's a great YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't have any personal opinion of him outside of he's just there.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't get it.
But
it's not that I don't like him, but I don't like him. You know what I mean? It's not like I hate him, but I look at his content and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't want to watch that.
Well, I will say
Matt,
I was. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ethan.
It's a Mundane Matt. I kind of am enjoying his content right now. It's a train wreck.
With Joe, I mean, the Quarterings video highlighted me to something that Joe had said, where he, and not to bring politics in this, but he literally said like the majority of Trump supporters are uneducated, and apparently he deleted that video since. And I was like, I never knew about that, And again, I don't think people that supported Hillary are uneducated per se. I think they were just, that's their opinion. That's what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? I don't think you should blanketly say everybody that disagrees with me is uneducated. So when I saw that, I didn't like that at all. But with Mundane Matt, really, man, there's more content being made about Mundane Matt that's more entertaining than the content Mundane Matt is providing right now.
Yeah, so, I wonder if he's gonna pull out of this. Like I'm watching this now and just wondering if he's gonna be his attitude is just to keep his head down, keep making videos, and then make the videos self-referential. Like whenever find videos about people who are in despair and crisis, and then sort of turn them around and make them about himself.
It's bad.
And that is it's so
really
tasteless.
dirty.
It's so awful.
It's dirty.
Manipulative and unctuous, slimy. I wonder, like, Mundane Matt is like, if Mundane Matt is like, what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the most primitive mammal. He's like an early rat, like he's a prehistoric rat, and he's survived. He's survived billions of years of evolution. He hasn't changed very much at all. He still looks kind of formless and furry. He looks like a little hockey puck, and he always will. Will he survive this? Why wouldn't he survive this? He survived the Ice Age. He could quite possibly come out at the other side of this more like stronger than ever. I mean, that's how fucked up things are right now. It's like you get through these kinds of things and you come out on the other side. People start to sort of like hate watch you at first, and then they just go, I wonder what this motherfucker's going to do next. And then they start to watch. What do you think of that?
I like the analogy a lot. I really
love
do.
The analogy.
I watch with my pesky ad block turned on to just see, just out of curiosity, what he covers. Yeah. Like I said, I thought we handled ourselves professionally with him. I'm pissed that he lied to us, but payback is payback. Come up and what you want to say about the situation. I'd like to say that the Quartering, I've been watching all of his shit. He has been knocking it out of the park the last 2 or 3 weeks.
We should get him on. We should get him on the council one week.
We've had him before.
He's been on.
When? Not when I was on.
No,
before you. Yeah, okay. Before you. He'd come on. He'd come on easily. I mean, he's a good guy. Jeremy's just like, hey man, I'm a YouTuber, and also, I will notice. First of all, I've been watching Jeremy steadily for the entire time I've been on YouTube, and I've always liked his content. His content was fun when he was under attack by SJWs, and he was being blamed for Magic the Gathering gate. But since then, he's come out on the other side, especially since his attack. Since he was attacked, he's come out wiser, and he's come out kind of more likable. And he understands YouTube. He understands the algorithm, exactly how many videos to make, what to call them. He's an admirable guy. He did give me some advice about it, but I didn't listen to him. Maybe I should listen to him. He called me up. He said, let me tell you something about your channel. I'm like, oh, man, not again. And then people are always telling me about my channel. I should actually listen to him. But we'll get him on. Maybe we'll have him on next week when I'm host. Is it my week next week?
I think so. We flipped around 1 week, and it kind of confused me as to who. I think it's you next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Were you last week, Jeremy? I mean,
it was last week, so it should be you next week.
Then it's
me. So,
it's me. All right, cool. I'm going to have Jeremy on.
Ooh, we're getting the guests back. People have been asking me on Good Morning Pop Culture, are you guys bringing guests back? Well, there's your answer, guys. Jeremy from the Quartering will be here next Tuesday night.
Well, he's got to agree to it. But yeah, assuming he does, I mean, yeah, he'll come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was cool the last time we had him, so it ended well.
Oh, he owes me a favor. Hold on a second. I started his GoFundMe campaign. I did his GoFundMe campaign to raise money for his legal. He'll come on. He owes me one. I'll hold him to it. Let's see how your campaign is going. $3,627 right now. Everyone's bragging in the chat. You're going to reach $4,000 pretty soon.
Thank you, guys. That's all. I'm going to keep saying it because that's how I feel. Thank you guys so much. Oh God. Rubber Ducky 186 finally catching one live. Love y'all's content. We love you back, Rubber Ducky 186. Blue Herring says the High Council should do a watch party of Star Wars: The Third Gathers, backstroke of the West, better than any of the Disney films. Is that a fan flick?
I don't know what that is.
We'll eventually get to our Star Wars holiday special one of these weekends.
I was sick. I know. I meant to do it Friday, guys. I had the flu, and I'm just over it now. I had a really bad cold/flu. I'm like 98% better now. So maybe this week we'll do it. I would like that if you guys wouldn't mind.
I'm out of town, or else I'd love to. I'll be at the convention Horror Hound. But if you want to make it the following week, I'll be more than happy to be there.
Well, maybe we'll just do it a weekday. I mean, why does it have to be Friday? We could do it like any day.
Fine with me. You just let me know. I will.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Cool, yeah.
Let's see. Because reasons, and you started without me, bastards. Kidding. Recap. Well, that super chat was from 917. So because reasons, I'm pretty sure you've caught up pretty well. Prototype 13 says was able to figure out this money send thing. Great work, guys. And hey, Taco Tico. Smiley face. Idio Hugima, thank you very much. Imagine Rose as a Star Wars MacGyver. She blows up that super gun with a gum wrapper, a paperclip, and a crystal. Give Rose Tico the MacGyver mullet. That would be awesome. Chironis says, JTY for the boost. I shot past 50 subs. I guess that's you, Jeremy. You gave Chironis or Chironis a shout out.
Oh, really? Cool. Okay. Yeah, no, I retweeted. I think he's tagged me, you, and Ethan in a retweet about that, and I retweeted it. So,
by the way, folks, if you ever tag me in something and I don't give it a like or something, it's not that I'm ignoring you. Like I've told you guys, we just have somebody else run our social media, but I'm going to try to get more active because people have tried to reach me a lot on there, and the email's just been blowing up. Big Fat Man, Kelly Marie was in a few college humor sketches. I've never seen those. Have you guys?
No. I heard that she was naked though in the movie. That's what I heard.
Ray was.
And I was like,
cadaver.
Ray was?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to see that. If Tico was naked, I might take a look, though. I might. We'll see. Better not be porn. Better be classy.
Better be all right. Kyle Miller says, do you think that episode 9 trailer will receive massive downvotes and negative comments when the trailer is released on YouTube, just like Resistance? I kind of mentioned that, but what do you guys think?
I mean, I think it may not get. It's not going to be as bad as Resistance, and it's probably going to still be more upvotes than downvotes. But I think it's going to have a lot of downvotes. That's going to be the most exciting part of the damn trailer, just to see how the votes are. So
I'll be watching with bated breath. That's the thing I'm most curious about. We'll do one of those constant live streams where we'll just show the a refreshed page every 5 minutes, and we'll commentate over it.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Because reason also says Kong Fuzi would not approve of this relationship, less than Confucius. I don't get that. Do you guys?
Nope.
Alex Munoz says the Guardians are looking like clowns now.
I think they were looking like clowns the moment they came together and made that statement, that joint statement. It was just it was the wrong thing to do. It was a big mistake.
I looked at the end of Infinity War the other day when they all disappeared, and I thought that's oddly prophetic in many ways.
I can't remember who made this comment on one of my videos. I wish I would have pinned it, and I didn't. I know I hearted it, but it was when I made the video about Disney, doubling down and saying no, James Gunn is not coming back, and somebody commented and they said somewhere in a Disney store somewhere Batista is yelling at employees. I can totally see that. I can totally see it. Let me go back on my videos. I want to see if I can find that comment on that video. Go ahead.
Speaking of Batista, Colonel Flom says, "What a hill to die on, Dave Batista."
Yep.
Samuel Aragon says, "Remember, folks, jokes are only funny to someone if they find an aspect of it to be true. Gunn deserves every shard of flack he gets."
Absolutely.
Manuel Ochoa, Dave Batista. It was all a joke, guys. Ivan Nieves says the comments are saying that it's right-wing conspiracy. Have you heard the 007 director departure? Creative differences? Solo Part 2? Ivan, I've heard about that, and I'm going to discuss that at great lengths tomorrow on Good Morning Pop Culture, because I know I'm, like the Bond guy of the High Council, and I have a strong opinion on Danny Boyle and Daniel Craig, as well as Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson. So I'll give mine tomorrow, but what do you guys have to say? Have you heard that news?
I haven't heard.
Yeah, I heard about it. We covered it on geeksandgamers.com earlier.
So real quick, Ethan, the next Bond movie was supposed to be directed by Danny Boyle, the guy that did Train Spotting, I believe.
I love Danny Boyle. 28 Days Later, yeah.
Yeah, he was attached for a couple months, and then just today he was let go. There's a rumor that he was trying to make the Bond film more progressive. Maybe that's where some of the Idris Elba rumors popped up. I don't know. I'll look more into it for tomorrow, but that's where we are currently. I'm hoping that this delays the film and Daniel Craig leaves. Just saying.
Why do you want Daniel Craig to leave? Is Idris Elba coming in?
God, no, I hope not.
That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. Was that a lie? Was it a rumor that was untrue?
It's a rumor. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but back in the day, it was rumored that Clive Owen was going to play Bond. Then he came out and said, "I've never even been approached to play Bond." There's all kinds of, this guy's going to play Bond type of thing. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd put, $5 down that it's going to be somebody like a Henry Cavill or somebody a little safer, because they're not going to want to rock the boat. Plus, we always talk about this SJW movement in entertainment. It would seem really oddly coordinated if now Bond would have to be black and this would have to happen, because they have to see the backlash from Star Wars. They don't want that with James Bond. James Bond's not a big enough brand to survive that. The shit died off once. It can die again.
SJW's always double down.
007 down?
That. 007 down.
Well, look, I remember I learned that phrase from Diversity in Comics, so I've kind of lived by that. SJW's always double down.
They're not done. They didn't learn anything. They're going to double down. So I wouldn't be surprised.
They'll eventually, they won't reproduce, so they'll just disappear eventually. So it's basically just a big waiting game for the SJWs. Jeremy, did you find that?
No, I looked through my comments and I couldn't find it. There's so many damn comments on that video. So I apologize for whoever said it, but it was genius. So I could totally picture Batista running around a Disney store just yelling at Disney employees, little part-time employees, about James Gunn being fired, screaming, and they're like, "What the hell's going on?"
Well, maybe we'll meet him one day. Now, Ethan, you had Booker T on your channel or something? Somebody was telling me.
Oh yeah. Booker T, much better than Dave Bautista. Much better. He's a five-time champion.
Yeah, how did this happen? How did this happen?
I know everybody. And
Can you just have to understand. My birthday party?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you get Stone Cold to do an intro for my channel?
What?
Absolutely.
All right, absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah, Booker T. He was great.
Hey, if you can get Booker T to talk to you about his Hulk Hogan slip up, that would be great.
What was his Hulk Hogan slip up?
Can't talk about it here.
I can explain it in a very safe way.
Oh,
okay, go ahead.
So there was a pay-per-view, and I believe it was 1997, and basically Booker T was cutting a promo, and he's talking about how he wants Hulk Hogan and he wants the gold, and he goes, "Hulk Hogan, we coming for you," and he calls him the N-word on TV, and they don't censor it. And the moment he says that, he looks down. He realizes what he said.
He knew it.
It was
like the one thing you don't do in wrestling is break character ever. And he broke character. You could tell. He knew it. He's like, "Oh crap! Oh crap!" It was so funny, and it's been this thing for a long time now.
And they didn't censor that on the WWE Network either, Jeremy. That's completely uncut there.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They'll cut out the boobs. They'll cut out certain cuss words, but they left that line in there.
He would talk about it. He would talk about that if you asked him. I met him at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill. It was just a convention. I was there to go meet Billy Zane and a couple other people. And Booker T's there. Now, there's a guy who comes to all my live chats who calls himself Booker T. And he says, "You looking real jack, baby." And that's all he ever says. And he says it all. That's literally all the chatter says. I don't know if he's a bot. I don't know if he's a Russian spy. I have no idea. But because everybody knows that, and he's such a feature of the chat. I'm not really a wrestling guy. Booker T was going to be there too. I got him to cut a promo. I just asked him. He was happy to do it. He was happy to do it.
That is awesome.
It's a good idea. You go to conventions and ask.
Yeah, I turned your video on, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" And I was thinking you dubbed it over or something, and I'm like, "Wait, no, this is really Booker T saying this. This is awesome." So
you guys,
well,
I'm going to ask outtake.
Ooh, you have to show
I think
us off
you played that. You played that on a live stream, didn't you?
Yeah,
Where you kept messing up your name like I used to mess up your name.
yeah.
I saw it. I watch your live streams, EVS. I watch them just like everybody else on the internet.
Do you really?
So I do.
Well,
I watch
you never say anything.
Well, I'm always doing something. So I kind of put it in the background because you're so entertaining. So I'm always like working. So I just put your live stream on and listen to you entertain the masses. So.
By the way, Mundane Matt has fallen. Mundane Matt 149, 284. He's going to be at 148 soon. It's grim. It's grim. I hope to pass him on the way up. I would really like that. I would like to see him have to return his silver play button as he hits 99.
Will they take it back?
Yes. And then I would like to pass him and wave to him on the way. Like,
you ride my boulder, bitch. Anyway, because Reason says Odin put out some good videos. I gotta watch Odin. I don't know who this person is.
That was one of Mundane Matt's secret identities.
Odin's on my channel.
Oh, okay.
And he has his own channel, Odin's Movie Blog.
Oh, but you know about Odin. You know that Mundane Matt called himself Odin for a long time, don't you?
I didn't know that.
Oh, it is true.
I didn't.
He called himself Odin, and he had a channel called Irrational Hate. And he's like, "Hey guys, this is Odin." He's like, "Don't you just hate shit?" It was the cringiest channel, Irrational Hate, cringiest channel I've ever heard. It was when Mundane Matt was trying to figure out who he was on YouTube. He had a bunch of different channels.
Well, the cringiest thing on YouTube is Mundane Matt's pinned video on his channel where he's talking about what he does. That's ultimate cringe. It is ultimate. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's bad.
The hand motions aren't natural. Who gesticulates like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Mundane Matt. I'm gonna show you. I do a scatter shot of news. I'm like, oh my god, stop.
That hurt to watch. I watched that today again.
Stop, bro. Stop.
I don't want him to go away. I want him to succeed. I want him to humble himself, get to 50,000 subscribers. I want him to fall to that level, and then stick around and try to rebuild. I would like to see it.
Yeah, simple apology, and that'll stop the bleeding. Just, sorry guys, I did something stupid. I shouldn't have done it.
He did apologize, but his apologies don't mean anything because, he apologized to us and then he went and flagged my video and put an adult content warning on it. And it was just a Star Wars video. There was no reason for it to get flagged. He put a restriction on it. He does these public lame ass kind of diplomatic fake apologies and then he reoffends. So I think people all know that about him.
He apologized on Tumblr though, and he's a YouTuber. You need to apologize on YouTube. That's the problem right now. That's why so many people. There are hundreds of people waiting to downvote every video until he makes an apology. He just needs.
They'll downvote his apology. He likes to issue apologies. That's it. He issues apologies. I'd like to issue an apology to some people that I know I have offended. Let me tell you a little story about young Mundane Matt. When I was a boy, like they're fake ass apologies. They're like Hollywood. Like he's seen people apologize on TV, and he thinks that's how normal people apologize. That is Mundane Matt. It's like, hey, that's. I've seen politicians apologize. I've seen it in movies. I've wronged so many people, and the regret, overwhelms me sometimes. But I know that he's going to do it again. It's who he is. Best predictor of somebody's future behavior is their past behavior.
True.
And with that, $3,867 for stealing solar mode.
Infinite Godakin. I got your package today in my PO box, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I figured that somebody's gonna cut that one up and make me sound stupid, but anyway. But I appreciate the fan mail, man. It's the first time I've ever received fan mail, and it wasn't anything that I needed to be worried about. So.
Well, these people are always concerned about us and our well-being, because Billy Ritchie said, "Ethan, how's your lupus after licking butter?"
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I saw him when he posted that. I was like, lupus. I don't have lupus. Oh.
The show House, I think House would always say, "Oh, it's lupus" or something, and then be like, "It's not lupus." My friend Joel would watch that shit. I'm not a TV guy. Abu Nas says, "Doing God's work is making you guys legends of YouTube. Enjoying the stream. Keep going."
What's up, Abu Nas? Abu Nas, good guy right there. Got banned from Twitter for some BS, and I haven't heard from him recently, so just want to give him a shout out. I like Abu Nas, so good people right there.
I like him too.
Yeah. Like we said earlier, people that listen to this show are cool, so we're lucky. Dayton Pfeiffer says, "Would you want a Star Wars and Star Trek crossover, or is that a bad idea?"
A Star Wars Star Trek crossover?
Couldn't be worse than where we're at now, guys. Let's be honest.
That wouldn't work. I mean, it wouldn't work on any level, in my opinion.
Ethan, do you remember the old... Oh, good. Sorry.
Well, no, I feel like these mashups always work. They're fun. All they have to do to work is just be fun. And yeah, would people run out to the theater to see Star Wars versus Avengers? Yes, they would. They would. So why not make that? Why not?
I was going to ask you, do you remember the old X-Men Star Trek crossover from the 90s?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Mark Silvestri.
That was an odd idea, because I think the whole joke was they were both Dr. McCoy. So stranger crossovers have happened. Nicholas Glenn, thoughts on the male NFL dancers? SJWs invade football.
I haven't even heard about this, so probably been ignoring it. There's been so much sports stuff.
All right, sportsman.
Yeah, that's typically not a story I would care about. So the NFL has so many problems right now with everything that's happening with the beginning of the season, and the fact that ESPN's not airing the national anthem being played now.
They're not?
No, for Monday Night Football. It's a disaster right now. And I really just don't care. I'm just trying to ignore a lot of this political bullshit. I just want to watch football. I don't want to hear about all this bullshit, So,
well, it invades every part of our life.
Yeah, and I guess this is a big story. I've not heard about this male dancers in the NFL, so I don't care either. Please stay the hashtag not my NFL. Good God.
My God, that's great. I love it. It won't stop. I'm telling you, they're ruining everything, and they don't care. They don't actually care. They only want to annoy you. That's all they want to do. You're trying to watch football, and then you've got fucking Magic Mike. You know what I mean? Like out there on the field, you're just like, who is this for?
I've got to look this shit up. God damn it. Fuck.
There's the end of football, folks. Miles Hicks says, "Kingdom Come. Deliverance development team, especially the head guy, was an anti-SJW. Nice to see some devs following suit to destroy their SJW culture." At first I thought you meant Kingdom Come like the comic. I'm like, isn't that Mark Waid? So then I realized it was the game development company. Chain of Cyber 9 Avila says, "The SJWs had their era. Remember the late 90s and early 2000s that chick flicks ruled the theaters? How many chick flicks are around these days? None." GRP poll. Actually, Ethan, men like to play as women in third person so they can stare at their ass.
Yeah, I heard that. That's fine. That's fine.
DeMille Jr., the whole Battlefield thing from EA reminds me of the Dante Inferno's fake protest back in 2009. I don't remember that. Do you guys? Jeremy, do you? I know you're a gamer.
I wasn't even listening. I'm reading this painful story right now about this male cheerleader. God damn it.
Is it just one guy?
It's one guy. It's got a picture of him just full soy, and it's like Jesse Hernandez made history and made his mom proud Friday night when he became. Let me read this as proper, Jeremy. Jesse Hernandez made history and made his mother and proper Jeremy proud Friday night when he became the first male cheerleader for the New Orleans Saints. God damn it, this is terrible.
Good.
And he's like, It's awful. It's awful. Anyway, can we please? I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Yeah, sure. I'll gladly go ahead. We live in the Twilight Zone, though.
Oh
But
my God, what was the question about?
that's from DeMille Jr. says the whole Battlefield thing from EA reminds me of the Dante's Inferno fake protest back in 2009.
I don't know much about that Dante's Inferno situation. I never played Dante's Inferno. But the Battlefield situation to me is closely linked to Star Wars stuff right now.
Yep.
I mean, it's very, very closely linked when you're offering the people that pay you money a product. Those people tell you they don't want it, and you just tell those people to go F off.
Yep.
That's not a good business model. It's just
don't
not.
like it, don't buy it.
Right. It's just not a good business model. And so right now, and this is good because EA, I mean, I don't know, EA has faced so many situations in the past where they've blatantly shown the customers they don't care. And every time you think they're going to eventually pay for it, and they still, you know, I don't know how they weasel out of it, but and Battlefield is a big title for them, and I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, the pre-sales are one aspect of it. I don't know what's going to happen when the game releases. They could make a lot of money and sell a lot of games, but right now, as it stands, I feel like it could be a solo situation. You know what I mean? Where the fans are just like, we're done. So we'll see.
Let's see who else is next. IndieGoGo says, I like to play as a female toon if the writing's good. Take Mass Effect. I played mostly as Femme Shep because she was awesome.
And Andromeda, Mass Effect Andromeda is another one that got woke and went broke. So
speaking of broke, didn't it have the broken animations and all that stuff? Wasn't that the controversy?
There was just a lot of problems with that game, with the lead in the game, the animations, everything. Another EA masterpiece on display. EA, like how many problems they can go through. Like, look, everybody knows I said I like the Battlefront games that were just released, the 2 or newer ones, but they were a disaster. The fans hated them. There were so many problems with that. There were so many problems from a PR standpoint. The sales were still good because it was Star Wars. People are going to eat it up, but still, like, I mean, it hurt them, their bottom line. You know, Andromeda was a problem. Now they've got this whole situation with Battlefield. And EA has been consistently for the past 10 years considered the worst company in the United States of America. They've been voted the worst company multiple times in all of these surveys, and they just continue to get out of it. And I don't understand how they do it. I don't get it. But eventually, like, it seems like now we're moving into a time where the voices of the people are becoming more prominent than ever before. And while social media creates a lot of problems and a lot of nonsense with SJWs and fake protests and fake people offended and all this stuff, it's also giving people like us and people that are speaking with their wallets a major voice. And it's showing these companies that your time is up. We're not going to be dicked around anymore. We're not going to be pushed around. We're not going to be taunted by you. We pay your bills. And if you're going to continue to talk down to us, we're going to show you who's the boss. We are the customers, and you will listen to us. And it seems like now more than ever, we are starting to see that the people have a voice, and they're starting to come together collectively. And these companies really need to recognize that, or they're going to all fall. And the companies that really care about the fans are going to rise. It's that simple.
Amen to that, dude. I can't even top that. Philip Johnson says, Uncle Ethan, I'm eating a coconut cream pie in your name.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Give it help.
I think Ethan was on like that buzz he had in the beginning where he was on fire. Like, I don't know if I've heard you.
No, I'm reading a. Can I just tell you something? Jason Ward in making Star Wars.
Oh no, here he goes. I got him worked up.
He is a piece of human excrement. Jason Ward, he looks like, I swear to God, he looks like he was defective in the womb. He's out there. He just put out a song. He put out a horrible song, and by the way, it borrowed a chord sequence from Butter, my hit single, Butter. This guy, he has an article out on MakingStarWars.net that he just posted. He called me and Jeremy, not you, Jeff. You seem to be okay with them. He says it was followed. Okay, the video and response was a level 11 out of 10 of the batshit insane meter. This kid did such a I don't watch my language.
What did he say about me?
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Okay.
The person that ran the piece was a guy named Jeremy Hambley of the Quartering. It was followed by the toxic. No, hold on. The toxic Star Wars hating channel Geeks and Gamers, and Ethan Van Sciver's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I obviously don't want to link to them, but I am linking to the first to prove it exists and how utterly batshit insane it is. Why do they have to talk like this? Why is he like this?
He's a
What's
freak.
the matter with you, Jason Ward? What the fuck is wrong with you?
What video
me,
did he link to?
He didn't link a video of yours. He just, in general, you are responsible for the Kelly Marie Tran abuse. You are responsible for her abuse. So is the quartering. We're denying that the abuse exists. How many more times do I have to make videos saying, yeah, I've seen it. I'm absolutely sure she's been abused and harassed online. I'm absolutely sure. I just have questions about whether that's the reason she left 7 months after the movie came out. I just have a few questions. I haven't heard it from her. That's all I'm trying to say. And idiots like this fucking a bitch. He writes this article. I have no idea what this dude's problem is. But honestly, Making Star Wars is the worst channel. Star Making Wars. The worst YouTube channel, the worst blog on the internet. Absolutely terrible. And Jason, your music sounds like fucking garbage. What's the matter with you? He's on Bandcamp. He's got a new song out there. Absolutely the worst. Dude, don't you understand when you're writing music? When you're writing music, Jason, you don't have the melody follow the chord sequence like that. You're hugging the chord sequence like a 4-year-old hugging its mom's leg. You can't write songs. It doesn't matter if you have a drummer or a bass guitarist. Your lyrics are pretentious as hell. They're like Billy Corgan after being hit in the head with a sack of rice. It's the most garbage song I've ever heard in my life. What are you doing? What are you doing? I would say to you that, like, hey, well, maybe if the Star Wars editor-in-chief of Star Making Wars career doesn't work out, then you have something to fall back on. You don't, dude. If this doesn't work out, the music career ain't working out either, and you're free-falling. You weirdo. You weirdo. Stop mentioning my name. But I will, I swear to God, don't do it. Don't invoke the fandom menace.
Yeah, this is the classic. This is the classic when people are desperate, when they are on their final leg and they have nothing left because he has no talent. He has no type of creativity.
This dude goes around calling the fans incels. He's like, the fans, you guys, you're all incels. You're all incels out there. You're all incels. He wears sunglasses indoors. Dude, take the sunglasses to your squinty little crossed eyes. Knock it off.
Damn.
Don't call the fans incels and then go out and tweet that you have to get to sleep with it. I'm going to go sleep with my wife. We're going to open a bottle of red wine. Make it 3. Make it 3, Jason. Look in the mirror. Stop talking about us this way. Stop talking about the fandom menace this way. I'm covering your song, Jason. You're not going to like it when you hear my version.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
You're not going to like it. I'm covering your song. Fair use. Thank you.
Smell parody. Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story. Says, are you guys demonetized based on prohibited words? If so, let's do it like SJWs do and make up words. Example, the JJ equals front hole. You're welcome. Attraction Central says, we need to put together a group of the worst SJWs and give them goofy nicknames like Howard Stern's Whack Pack. Adam Carter MI5 says, Battlefront 5 is a first-person shooter, can't even see the gender. Miles Hicks, my cousin, says, why can't we get a Saving Private Ryan / Hacksaw Ridge World War II game instead of this shite? Give me Omaha Beach, D-Day, and concentration camps. Darth Armo says, living in Los Angeles, California, an SJW nightmare. You have a fan base here who keeps the message strong. Darth Muff, Mario Kart with a C, and pies all day. Thank you very much.
Always the Mario Kart with the C, and there's always the Mario Kart with the C.
I know. It's okay, man. They do it because they love you. ST Rome says, don't be sorry, be better. Kratos. Great Loner says, when you're buying that Batman set you've talked about before, just take a bit of super chat money and buy it. Do it. Batman set. that I've talked about. Is that you, Jeremy, or is that me?
What Batman set?
Yeah, I don't know. Great Loner, are you talking about me getting a Batman set? Like the animated series?
Oh, probably me, because I think a couple weeks ago you guys had mentioned you had already purchased it. So I think because I said I need to go ahead and buy it, because both of you said you bought it, correct?
I did, yes.
Yeah, and I think Ethan said he bought it immediately when it was announced.
What
I think
did I buy?
Because I have the DVDs. The Blu-ray or the 4K Batman the Animated Series when it was announced.
Oh no, I didn't buy that. I have the DVD
okay.
set. I have the,
yeah, because I have the DVD set. But I know I said a couple weeks ago I said I was going to buy it, so maybe that's what they're talking about.
Jammy, I am reading the chat. Hi.
Let's see. Comrade Commodore says, "Keep doing what y'all do." He's got a buff arm, so thank you, Comrade Commodore. We will.
Comrade Commodore is a very, very strong supporter of the Fandom Menace, so we appreciate it.
Swinging Cot says, Uncle E's pie eating pants are smoldering right now. Someone pour water on him before his muff burns up.
Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah, we always read the chat, by the way. If it, like whoever's on channel the council's on, they're obviously dealing with the super chat, and then everyone else reads the chat. That's why you hear Ethan always laughing. Always. So
I'm laughing at you guys. Whenever you're cracking on me, I'm laughing. So if you hear me laughing, it's because you said something funny.
Well, here's a crack on you that is just so mean. Rax the Hero says, at least Jeremy isn't as bald as EVS.
Well, I mean, you know, it's irrelevant.
Our next one comes from Alex Gee, or G, says, I'm coming at you with another Mario Kart, and with a C. The Rita Kiss 2790 says, Ethan, if Filoni is now in charge of Lucasfilm, then he did okay the Tran essay. What does this mean?
What does it mean? I don't. First of all, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Tran essay.
It's the way the media is manipulating.
I mean, yeah, if you read the essay, she doesn't say anything bad about the fans. She talks about what it's like in Hollywood to be Vietnamese. It's, you know, I agree. I read it and I feel sympathetic towards her. But then to slap it with this about you, and you've got these fucking two-legged conglomerates named the Wards, and they're out there spinning this like this is somehow what we're up to, and we cause pain. All I do is praise Kelly Marie Tran. That's all I ever do. I always say nice things about Kelly Marie Tran. I'm a big fan. You can't lay her pain at my feet. If anything, her pain is because she was miscast and mistreated by Rian Johnson. The Last Jedi, I'm sorry, Rose Tico is a bad character. And she doesn't do anything good in the movie. In fact, she's responsible for the death of Luke Skywalker. That is not my fault. That is Rian Johnson's fault. I've embraced her despite that. I've forgiven her. And so have my fans. Thank you. People are saying F Tico in the chat. No, not F Tico. No, not. We love Tico.
Our friend 007 Cloud says, nerds and geeks are usually men. Men usually have less shame, which is why they take more risks and obsess over certain things. To not cater to men is to not want to be successful.
Yep.
It's an interesting point. I mean, if we look at our analytics, we can see who watches this kind of content. So
that's right.
Zorant00 says, I believe that EVS would beat anyone in an arm wrestling contest. Even Rose Tico came into existence. Ever since Rose Tico came into existence, glad to see the High Council all together again.
I don't look like Henry VIII. I don't. Sorry.
Have you seen that video that they made about us this week from, what's his name? Something Critic. It's actually incredible. I'm going to make sure I send it or share it before we close this show out tonight, because this dude went out of his way to make a video about the three of us, and it's incredible. It comes from, my God, what's his name? I keep wanting to accidentally call him the Fanboy Critic because it's clearly not him. It comes from the Rookie Critic, yeah. So he made a video called The YouTuber Appreciation, the High Council. It's incredible. So it's got us, Doomcock, Ivan, Anna, Random Game User, and Jesse. And I know he's listening right now, too. Let's see. James Dean Company says, I wonder if Dave Bautista realizes that his $1 million role of a lifetime Drax was visually designed by Mitch Breitweiser, who is a Comicsgate artist. He is literally wearing a Comicsgate talent.
Yeah.
Somebody told me was like neighbors with Judge Reinhold or somebody. I think that was the name they mentioned. Tanay said,
yeah, he knows him. Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to get him on the channel. He's gonna be at this convention. That's like the one celebrity that I'm interested in meeting. Not Bruce Campbell, not Kiefer Sutherland, nobody else. Judge Reinhold. If you're in Beverly Hills Cop, you're movie royalty to me.
Oh, yeah.
Tanay, you need Kathleen Kennedy on the High Council and have Cecil secretly here too to ambush her. Sure, we can get Cecil to secretly ambush anybody.
And you're over 4K, Jeff.
Oh shit! Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.
Oh, we did
buddy.
it. Oh, we were $3. I should have refreshed sooner. I wanted to be the one to say that.
Oh, well, damn it, Ethan. I'm sorry.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it. We're not over 4.
Well, everybody, I'm
yet.
just going on what the chat said. The chat was saying we are.
No,
So-
we're at $39.9. $3 away. $3 away.
Okay. Yeah, they just
Again,
said
we're almost
stealing
there.
silver. We're almost there. So
Tanay says you need. Oh, sorry, right that one. Ivan Nieves. Mike Zero blocked me when I asked about The Last Jedi. He also got mad when I kept making fun of the way he says bye. Is he a Disney clone trooper?
good old Mike.
There's a few more Mike Zero ones coming up. Mike Midnight Cherry TV says Mike Zero doesn't like mystery men. F him.
He doesn't?
I guess not. Midnight Cherry TV is the world's biggest mystery men fan. So
Mystery man. It's been a long time since I saw that. So
They're saying the worst things about me right now in the chat, guys.
I want to read those, but I don't want to.
No, they said I look like Kevin Feige's weird autistic younger brother. That's
At least you're the younger brother.
Oh, that's true. That's I don't think they meant that as a compliment at all. You know, I mean,
Oh, wait, how old are you?
44. I'm going to be 44 September 3rd.
Okay, yeah,
My birthday.
you're 1 year apart with him, and never mind. But, you were related to him. He has a net worth of $70 million, so you could spread it around the family even.
Yeah.
Laura Ryan stole my fan fiction story. Says the darts on Mike Zero's board move. By the way,
Somebody said something awful to me about the dartboard on Mike Zero. I laugh every time I think of it, but I can't repeat it. So we move on.
Diversity in Comics Bear says Jeremy's KMT vid had a great message. Really proud. So tired of America being the land of victims, especially millionaire media praised victims.
thank you.
JF Sebastian of Blade Runner fame says loving the show tonight. It really cheered me up. Thank you, JF Sebastian.
That's what we're here for.
Mega Jetty 1 says, what is monetization and how do I get it?
You have to get, 4,000 hours of watch time on your YouTube channel. Plus, you have to be over 1,000 subscribers, and you have to submit for monetization through YouTube, where you can start putting ads and earn revenue. It's used to be an easy process. At the beginning of the year, they changed the process, and now I don't know how long it's taking. I know that people like Ivan was over like 15,000 subs before he got approved. I think Jesse was over 15,000 before she got approved. So you have to, like I said, you have to meet the requirements from YouTube. Then you have to apply.
Yeah, and if you guys ever need help with your channels and stuff, you can ask me or Jeremy, all of us. We'll gladly give you guys advice and pointers. And we're not, trying to keep anybody down. We're not Triple H here. Jeremy gets that reference. Diversity in Comics Bear also says, don't know what's going on with Zach and Rags, but both men are great for #ComicsGate. People need to support Rags' creator and bring back Zach. So what's going on with that, Ethan?
Do you want to be frank? Do you want to be honest about it? I mean, I'll do it. I mean, first of all, yeah, that's what the council is, right? The fans expect honesty and frankness about everything. There are a few. Well, first of all, as for Zach, he's fine. He is involved in a bunch of different things. He told me today, he's like, I took my Twitter channel down. Now, Zach always tells me, he's like, look, we got to stay away from fights. I don't want to argue with SJWs. All they want to do is waste my time. And then, what's the upside of it? And I said, I don't know. It's amusing. The fans like it when you do it. But anyway, he really got into a time suck situation where he's just arguing with them left and right. And he always says, it makes me feel better when I talk to them. So today I woke up and he said I took my Twitter down, and everybody's panicked and they think that he got booted from Twitter and free speech, et cetera, et cetera. No, he chose to do it. It's just he's not happy. As for Rags, that is a comic book. It's an indie comic book. The creative team kind of independent creators who were on IndieGoGo, and I try to talk to them, but I don't know. I'm not sure why they say stuff like this, but they say, you know, Comicsgate came in and they took away from us our audience. So they kind of believe that, you know, I came in, specifically me, they mention me all the time, that I came in with my big shot comic book pro friends, and they were right on the verge of hitting it big. Like they were going to make a lot of money on IndieGoGo, but then we came in and out of the room. And you know, I don't think that's the case. I think that's kind of delusional thinking. If you're an independent creator, you're going to probably receive the same amount of support that is reflective of your audience and the audience that you have, the market that you've established for yourself. I've been in comics for 25 years. I've established a much wider audience. My YouTube channel has, you know, nearly 75,000 subscribers. And so I'm going to do well probably when I market a book, as long as that book looks pretty good. And people that I promote are also going to do well. So you can just ask me to promote you. You could be nice, or you could, you know, be these guys who just go, we were going to hit it rich until Ethan came in and he took all the independent comic fans with him. It's just seems delusional to me. Just why don't you just come over and why don't we be friends? Why don't we all be friends and I'll help you out?
It doesn't sound too complicated. Yeah, it doesn't sound too complicated. But there's so many people that are just
they'd rather be angry.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've seen. Like, it's just amazing just seeing how many jealous YouTube channels just because, you know, other channels are getting a following, and I'm like, why? Why are you worried about that? If the platform is growing, you should be happy because that means it's giving you a bigger, you know, pond to fish in. So
somebody said I've established a much waistline, which I mean, you guys. I'm sorry, the chat kills me. Every time I'm serious about something, the chat it kills me. I said, I've established a much wider market. They said, you've established a much wider waistline. It's just devastating every single time. Every single time.
Salvador.
Hilarious.
My biggest fear, what keeps me up at night, is the eventual Star Wars Episode 4 through 6 remix with forced SJW politics / casting. I pray that day never comes. I did too, man. I did too. Neggle Sex. Ethan, the Fandom Zone. Oh my God, t-shirt time.
Yeah.
Eric Yurkovic. EVS is on fire. Douche chills.
Yeah, it's a good. I'm surprised you guys didn't know that phrase. I think that's an older, like it's 10 or 15 years old. Douche chills.
Haven't heard that one.
I don't know that one.
It's the Alconios. EVS back with a vengeance after his pie illness.
Yeah, I've gone 11 days now without a pie. 11 days tomorrow morning. It'll be 11 days.
You can do it, man. Are you going for
Thank you.
Straight month?
Yeah, well, I don't want to put a limit on it. I mean, it's just a pie-free lifestyle. You know what I mean? You can't just set goals. You have to just say, from now on, I'm going without pie.
I'll do my best not to, entice you in Chicago.
I appreciate it. Well, I mean, listen, I've already said, when we get to Star Wars, celebration, it's a pie party. I will eat an entire pie. I'm allowing myself that. That's not until April, though. I have to wait until then.
Well, in the fall, I'll do my best not to retweet you pictures of like delicious pies that I eat because I don't give a shit about my weight in the winter. Turbo Dunk says EVS is ahead. Jeff and Jeremy, you need to catch up. Cheers.
Ahead of what?
I guess subscribers, but I thought Jeremy was in the lead.
That's not true. Yeah.
Yep.
We're not in competition with each other.
We're not competition. And people, whenever I did pass Ethan a few days ago or whenever it was, people were like, oh, you passed EVS. I'm like, EVS passed me like 2 months ago and left me. I was like 8,000 or 9,000 behind, and it'll come and go. It's at some point Ethan will pass, World Class will pass. It's not a competition. I'm just happy to be within, the fandomness with these guys and all of you. So it's, we're not in competition.
We're all buddies. We're all hoping that the other one will succeed. I am watching Stealing Solo right now be $3 away from $4,000 within the first hour. So I'm hoping somebody will buy the book and push it over $4,000, which would be quite a good bragging right.
But with all that, we're friends, and Ethan and I are both very pissed that Jeff has a 1 million viewed video. So we're very jealous. So
that is neat. Yeah, my wife saw that and went, "How do you get 1 million views?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how it happens. Good video. Everyone recommended it. It hit the right algorithm.
Yep.
That's what it is. I'd like to get one too. I hope to get one day.
You guys will. It just, like you said, the right algorithm. Sometimes it's luck. I didn't pick my time. I just put out a video and then I just watched the views. I was like, what the fuck? And then boom, now it's here.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's slowed down, but I do pin that to my channel to be like, hey, this channel's legit. We probably had more views on that one video than Solo sold tickets. So just saying. Aaron, is Uncle Ethan's middle name Randy? Because tonight he's savage.
Nice.
Diversity in Comics Bear says the Kelly Marie Tran identity victim article is the nail in the coffin of my Star Wars interest. The entire Lucasfilm team irredeemably chose SJW-isms over art.
Yeah, I mean, that's a mistake. See, that's, it's like, again, I'm not rooting against Star Wars at all. And I hear that and I go, that's the fans. Those are your customers talking. It's like, this isn't working. Trying to shame your customers into buying your product doesn't work. Here's how to get them to buy your product. Yeah, would you guys check out Stealing Solo, Captain's Parody? It's up on IndieGoGo right now. The link is below in the description. We're only $3 away from $4,000. It'd be great if you would check it out. We appreciate your support. This comic, thank you so much. That's how to do it. Not, hey, you guys are Nazis for not buying Stealing Solo. What the fuck is wrong with you, etc., etc. That's just, it's a bad business model.
Very bad.
Grand Inquisitor says, I'm so glad for The Last Jedi because it led me to find y'all's channels. Leans closer to Jeff and creepily whispers, you're my favorite. Well, thank you, the Grand Inquisitor. I appreciate that. And the creepy whisper is also appreciated. Chano Cybernautivila, thank you very, very much. When Kathleen Kennedy leaves 3 days after my birthday, I will play the last scene of Return of the Jedi when the entire galaxy is celebrating the fall of the Empire, or just play the Yub Nub song. Don't do Yub Nub, man. Do the original one. Do the original one. Or not the original one. Do the special edition, excuse me. American Trent 007, Muff Pie and Mario Kart. Hell yes. And Jeremy, Mario Kart was spelled properly.
Yes. I like it.
Because reasons. Proper Jeremy will fake cry into EVS's pie train. I think I'm drunk.
Proper Jeremy does not fake anything. Proper Jeremy respects women. Proper Jeremy has very real tears.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just laughing my ass off at the proper Jeremy one. Jerome Burnett says, every time I watch Mike Zero, I can't stop laughing. He talks with his hand like a Jedi mind trick, as if it were to brainwash me. Zaire, have you guys seen my recent animation? I saw the tweet. Did you guys get a chance to watch it?
I don't think so.
Which one?
It was the one with Rey giving the lightsaber to Luke.
I don't think
is this Ivan that's asking this?
No, this is Zaire. It's on Twitter. We're both tagged in it.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I'll retweet it later tonight for you, Zaire. Just shoot me a message. Brandon Moist. Oh, God. Here we go. EVS, what are your thoughts on Rob Kirkman? I'm a huge Walking Dead comic fan, a former show fan, and I'm curious if you've ever met him. Also, hello, Jeff and Jeremy.
What's up?
Yeah, I first of all, huge fan of Robert Kirkman, an extraordinary young man. And I say he's a young man. I think he's 10 years younger than me, which is really scary. It's like he's a multi-millionaire. So before Walking Dead was on TV, me, Dave Finch, and our respective wives were taken out to dinner by Robert Kirkman and Eric Larson of Image Comics and Eric Stevenson. They were talking to us about joining them. We're going to go under contract and be creators for Image Comics, but we demanded way too much money. I sat there talking to Robert Kirkman. I had just read the first hardcover collection of Walking Dead recently, and I said some things to him. I said, boy, I'll tell you, I really prefer Tony, the original artist. I'm not crazy about Charlie Adler. And he said, oh, really? Well, and I said, and the other thing is, Walking Dead belongs on TV. It belongs on HBO. And he said, funny that you mention it. I'm meeting with HBO this weekend. He's like, but I'm not quite sure if that's where we're going to land. And I said, there's going to be a TV show. He winked at me. So that is that was the only time I got to spend time with Robert Kirkman. I still remember that. I was glad to meet him. He's a good guy. Great guy. Great guy.
It's interesting you brought up the original artist, because that's how I feel too. I thought the first, what are they, 7 or 8 issues, just look fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the other ones aren't bad by any means, but the first, I just loved the animated expressions in the face as opposed to the I guess the simplification of the expressions. That's just me though. Perfect Blue. What you laughing at, Jeremy?
The super chat that just came in.
Perfect Blue. Step 1, troll audience into sending me pies. Step 2, set up an Amazon merchant account to sell these pies to send to me. Step 3, set my wish list to only buy me pies. Profit. Oh God, Perfect Blue's got your thing down. Brandon Moist says, "Get moist, get muff, get Jeff's comic." Thank you very much, Brandon Moist. I appreciate that.
Hey, it's at $4,167 right now.
That was a big jump.
Yeah.
Yep. It's awesome, man.
Congrats.
Thank you, guys. Hero of Raven says, "What are we going to do if she doesn't get canned in terms of Kathleen Kennedy?" I don't know.
Same thing I did for Solo. Same thing I did for Solo. Just not go see the movies. So
keep making those memes.
We got tons of listeners out there that'll make the memes for us. We could say something and say, make us a meme. We'd have it by the end of the show. Kevithar1138, Jeff, that was the coolest thing, offering to do Good Morning Pop Culture on Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy, if you could give likes towards the 100K instead of Super Chat, I would. As a fan, I really enjoy this community and our high council. Thank you, Kevithar1138.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, for real. When you get to that, you just give me a heads up and we'll, concerted effort all the way.
Appreciate it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Geralt of Revia, Cowboy Filoni voice and trolling boomers like Hidalgo. EVS, your humor is gold. Your toe thumb kind of pisses me off, though. Sup, Jeremy? Sup, Jeff?
What can I do about my toe thumb? I'm sorry it pisses you off. It's
I've heard Mundane Matt described as a human thumb, so
yeah. I'd rather have a toe thumb.
Trevor RN, Stealing Solo is now backed at number 15. Thank you very much, Trevor RN. I appreciate that. Sad Squirrel, I will buy that comic. Again, thank you very much, Sad Squirrel. Jeremy Fine sent you guys a quick Phantom Zone pick on Twitter. Jeremy, thank you very much for sending that to us. We've had that up for a little bit. Jim Bobo, congrats, Jeff. Backer number 5. Hail the High Council. Thank you very much, Jim Bobo. Star Wars Philosophy. Jeremy, can you please make a proper Jeremy comic?
If proper Jeremy continues to get this popular, then maybe. So
I don't know if proper Jeremy. Proper Jeremy is not happy with the comics industry right now. It's very toxic with this Ethan Van Scriver. That and if you notice, proper Jeremy says his name. Proper Jeremy says it wrong, because while I say everything proper, I'm not saying the offensive name of Ethan Van Scriver correctly.
Right.
I just
kind of Voldemort me.
Obi-Wan 27883 says order number 39. Thank you very much, Obi-Wan. Mr. J060 says, could Fallout from Battlefield 2 or Battlefront 2 and Battlefield 5 lead to a DICE closure?
Maybe. I mean, but Battlefront 2 was financially successful. They sold a lot. I don't think it sold as many as Battlefront 2015, but it still sold a lot. At first they missed a lot of their sales forecasts in the beginning, but eventually time was pretty nice to that game. So I don't know though. I mean, DICE is, again, it depends on how this all plays out, because I still think Battlefield is going to sell somewhat well. I don't think that the pre-sales are indicative of actually what's going to happen. I know there's going to be a lot of Battlefield fans that go out and buy this game. But right now, if you look at it, with the pre-sales are so bad, if this follows through, this could be a devastating blow. So I'm watching it closely.
Chano Cyber9 Avila, Jeff is the true Careless Whisperer. Thank you very much, Chano Cyber9 Avila. Chicken Sith, see what the CG style is about. Jeff, hit refresh.
That was to see your score, what you braced.
Well, thank you very much, Chicken Sith. Rainier Angle says, I gave you $50 about a month ago, telling you to plan the kidnapping. Now you have an extra 50 for the comic. Still waiting on the kidnapping, though. Thank you, Rainier Angle. I believe
the comic is about a kidnapping, so
yeah.
There you go.
I believe you also sent in the money for Mr. Ed on DVD, which I'll be giving to Dion this weekend at the convention. So thank you very much. All Out of Bubblegum says, I don't have much right now after paying my taxes, but I backed you, and if it's possible, I will back you even more later. All Out of Bubblegum, thank you very much. I appreciate everybody so far. Everybody, but thank you. DV Makes Do. No, really, thank you guys for making things I actually want to buy. DV Make Do, thank you very much. Chain of Cyber 9 Avila says, just got to put this out there. I support all of you in the Star Wars community. I walked in Disneyland 3 weeks ago as a stormtrooper, and Phasma saw me and ordered me to go to the back of the line. They do care.
Wow.
Nicholas Glenn says, on my way back to AL from Pensacola, waited all day on Jeremy, and now I feel like Killian from Iron Man 3, sitting on the roof waiting for Tony Stark. Jorge Pulido says, Gundam Iron-Blooded orphan story over Star Wars. Grand Inquisitor says, they released the trailer on Disney YouTube channel, not the Star Wars YouTube channel. Very telling. Samuel Aragon says, damn, Jeff, soon you'll have my power of attorney. Thank you very much, Samuel Aragon. Ferret Fighter, Jeff, you're going to be fully funded in 2 days or less, I believe. Thank you, Ferret Fighter. Adam Shawhan says, it was me, Jeremy. I had put those pics on WCBS.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along. That's what I thought about when you said that. But
that was what I was going for. It's one of the best moments of the WWF.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and I had no problem with it. I thought it was funny. So good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yana Hall says, do a joint crying button / unboxing at Celebration. Oh, we should do that. We should all do that at Celebration together. OJ Martinez says, you guys are great. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. You guys never back down from what you say because you guys come from a place of truth. Keep up the great work. OJ, that was very nice, and thank you very much. It's stuff like that when you read it and you're like, shit, these people do care. And I'm just like, wow, okay, thank you. It's very nice. And we all mean it. Escape World Show says, yo, how's everyone doing tonight? How are you guys doing tonight? Jeremy, Ethan, are you doing well?
Doing great.
Yeah. Very happy. Very happy tonight. Feeling good.
Star Wars Philosophy sent in $5. Thank you very much. No message, but thank you very much. Turbo Donk says, Dr. E, this town needs an enema.
Yeah.
Dayton Pfeiffer, bot stealing solo. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, Jeff, Uncle Ethan, and Jeremy for good stuff.
You're welcome. Thank you for the support.
Wow. Thanks.
Shane Workham says, for Geeks and Gamers, Shannon McRandall's GoFundMe reached $10,115 of its 10K goal today.
Excellent. She's got more money coming from me very soon. So, I've got to. I don't know if the GoFundMe's closed now since they met the goal, but I have more money to provide because of the community. So I'll have to contact her directly and see where she would like me to send it. So more coming her way.
Let's see. Star Wars Philosophy. Will you hand deliver to Australia for the top tier backing? Yeah, sure. If you would on that was just a tier that I never expected to be backed, but if somebody paid that, I'll go anywhere to deliver you a damn book. Party on to be said. Now wait a minute, Matt. No! Watching this after work. Love you guys. The more tired I get, the more open I am to doing weird voices. So thank you guys. Ted White just ordered the book. Can you ship it with social media surgeon stamps from UPS? They will surely release them soon. Oh, thank you, Ted White. Gojirify. Did I miss the holiday special? I waited. No, Ethan got sick. We're going to make up for it soon, and we'll let all you guys know the exact date that we do that. Ultimate comic idea, Cecil versus Doomcock. Down for that one 100%.
Did you have Doomcock sing on your show?
Yeah, well, my Doomcock stream started off a little weird because I didn't realize he was in a different time zone. So when I said 11, I meant Eastern, and he thought I meant Central. So I waited for like 20 minutes. Then I went live for myself by myself for a while. Then he came on. He was very apologetic, but I wasn't mad at all. So I don't remember exactly if he had a chance to sing. He may have made one or two.
He sang some Sinatra on my live stream. It was incredible. I mean, I was blown away. It was incredible. And then I tried to do a proper Jeremy song. It wasn't very good. So, but it was incredible. He has a great voice. So
yeah, he's just a consummate entertainer. Like you can have he can have a conversation as like 2 or 3 different people. That's how just fast he turns it on and off. So that dude's the man right there. We love Doomcock. I'm gonna have him back on in September. That's when I'm gonna be able to have more guests on the channel for anyone who's wondering when we're doing the live streams and stuff like that with the fans. Dennis Smith says, I thought I was alone after The Last Jedi. You guys gave me a community. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm not a more active member. Dennis, we appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you very much. Mega Jetty 1 says, Terminator phased Phasma rifles versus Star Wars blasters. I guess the Terminator plasma rifle, because that seems to have a bigger blowback. Because people get shot in Star Wars and they're just like, ow, my arm, if they're a rebel hero.
Yeah. I'm going with the Terminator.
Anthony Mata, evening. Would anybody on the High Council eat Tico pie? I would.
I would.
I don't know what you mean by Tico pie. That's what, like, what do you mean?
Take a guess. That's where your pork wallet is.
What is Tico pie? Oh, yeah, sure.
The Rookie Critic, thank you very much. Darn, missing the council, having drinks with my Marine buddy and playing Blitz 2000 on N64. Love you guys. Trying to make a vid on the Fandom Minute. Needs fans' perspective. Posted a vid with details. Yeah, folks, check out The Rookie Critic. He has been really, like, that video he made about us, the appreciation one, is excellent. I watched it about 2 or 3 times. I even showed people it. So go over to the Rookie Critic channel. He's a big fan, big part of the Fandom Menace, and appreciate that.
Definitely.
GR People says, Jeff needs to have that IndieGoGo on screen. Okay, I'll do that now then, I guess, since I have to do it, says GR People. So let's see. I'll stop sharing this really crappy Making Star Wars article because who wants to see that? I'm not even in it. And here we go. So Stealing Solo hit 42.7. Goddamn, 42.57. We already got 100 backers. Thank you, everybody.
Amazing. 100 backers. Great job.
So let's see. Reservoir Wolves. We are huge fans. The High Council makes our week. Thank you very much, Reservoir Wolves. Kamikaze Johnson. Let's stuff James Gunn in a mini fridge and toss it under the trebuchet. Straight to the moon, Alice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sire J. Longstroke says, Ethan Van Sciver, please deliver egg rolls by dog sled.
By dog sled. Okay. All right. Wait, what?
Chironis says, E, will you star in my comic, The Pylander?
Yeah, I will. It sounds good. And I saw I saw the piece that you made. I think I retweeted it, but it was pretty funny. The meme that you made on Twitter.
Governor Tarkin, Jeremy, your English isn't so jacked tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually reading about my English on Twitter right now. So just retweeted it. So.
Rubber Ducky 186 says, yep, my New Orleans Saints now have a male cheerleader. Blue Satoshi, football's not over yet. The XFL's coming back in 2020. And well, that's going to be, what was it, the Hindenburg that just crashed as it was landing? That's going to be another fire. Sir Ruin of Roundhead, Sir Ruin of House Roundhead sent in 2 super chats. First, I would love it if one of you could do a podcast with Dishonored Wolf Mauler and Doomcock all at the same time. That would be epic.
It would be awesome.
I've had all 3 on the channel at different times. Maybe I'll try to do one later this year and give Doomcock plenty of notice so he can, stop taking over the world. We can make that happen. Also, Sir Ruin said, Toy Story 4 starring EVS and his Rose Tico toys. They would work together to help other Star Wars toys get sold.
Sounds good.
Makini 90. Gotta love that the media and Twitter go after Ethan and Jerry, but leave Jeff alone like he's some protected class. Jedi Rider, don't hate me for saying that, but I enjoyed Andromeda. I see its issues, but I had fun with it.
Hey, I like The Force Awakens, so I can't say shit. All right, so
I enjoy the movie Airheads. A lot of people shit on that. So, Jesus A. Sabalos Jr. Off topic. How about Spinach Patch Brat, Ethan?
Oh yeah. No, I think we're okay. I think we figured something out there, but that's not bad. Spinach Patch Brat. It's pretty good.
Billy Ritchie, is the trebuchet muff or pie powered?
It is no, it's man. You can't. Pie doesn't power things, man. It doesn't. It's not a source of energy.
Pie powers man.
No, I don't know. Let me think about it.
Gojirify, Caesar loved the Tran. Nicholas Glenn says, EVS, can I enter you in this year's Fall Festival Pie Eating Contest in Birmingham, Alabama? The pie is free and you can eat in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not a no. Or at least from my end, the stream cut out. So sorry if I'm talking over anybody.
I didn't hear him either. He cut out.
Okay, cool.
I just said, yeah, crazy. Sure.
Okay, we didn't hear you. We didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Star Wars for Life says, Mike Zero loves you guys. LOL. Michael Hunting says, you guys have inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. Thanks for all you do. Long live the High Council.
Thank you. And
Michael
congratulations and good luck.
Yeah, Michael Hunting, like I tell everybody, if you guys are starting YouTube channels and stuff and you're inspired by us, join my Facebook page and promote it. People, will find you that way, and I'd love to help you guys out. Star Wars Radio said, they said Star Wars Resistance is for kids, but it's on at 10 o'clock at night. What's up with that? Bad decisions?
It's either someone at Lucasfilm doesn't know what they're doing or someone at Lucasfilm doesn't know what they're doing. I'll let you decide.
Thunder Robot says, I have 90 subs, need 1,000 subs to monetize again. Well, folks, check out Thunder Robots.
Cobra Sounds Viper. Good to me.
First sign of an SJW is belief in a zero sum again. SJWs think the only way to succeed is to take from one pile to build up another.
That is true. I have to explain that to them all the time. Their attitude is they're laughing at Comicsgate and going, this is only going to last until people run out of money. People have jobs. They make more money. They don't run out. They make more.
Is that what they've been saying?
They're so weird, man. I honestly don't understand SJWs and their ideas about commerce, about business. They make 0 sense. Zero sense.
I would say that's one of the dumbest things I've heard, but they say a lot of dumb things. So,
we have 3 from Laura Ryan, stole my fan fiction story. First off, Laura, thank you. Wonder if someone will remake the Resistance trailer. You think Ivan could do that in the weekend and make it better?
I think.
Yeah. Oh my God, Ivan could do it.
Yeah, he made a video for the Resistance trailer for my channel. I uploaded it earlier, but I'm sure he's going to be working on that.
Jeff just ordered my $100 level. Give EVS my 5XT. Wow, thank you, Laura, for ordering that. And if you really want EVS to get that T-shirt in a 5X, I'll gladly get it for him.
It wouldn't fit. I mean, it's I'm a 2X. By the way, I proved it, and people didn't believe me. I posted a picture of a 2XL Rose Tico shirt that I bought, and then I put it on, and it fit wonderfully. It fit, it's roomy, but it fit. And people said, "Yeah, you bought 2 of them. That one's a 5XL. You took a picture of the 2XL." You sons of bitch. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? All right. They're right. Well, I mean, they're not right. That's not what I did, but that is, of course, it's not evidence. It's all evidence.
Apparently, Ivan said the sketch therapy said Ivan said the trailer was so bad there was nothing he could do with it. God dang! Wow.
Immortal Coil says, Jeff, let's hear from proper Earth caliber bovine defactors. Oh, okay. Jeremy, you want to help me out with that one?
What am I supposed to do?
Apparently, the proper version of world-class bullshitters is proper Earth caliber bovine defactors.
Oh, wow. Oh.
That's a good one, actually. I like it.
Well, Proper Jeremy does not acknowledge this channel because it has some very divisive language in the name. Proper Jeremy has deemed that to be very offensive. And Proper Jeremy is currently protesting against this channel being named on YouTube because it's poisoning young minds all through the internet. And we all know the internet is a very safe place. There's very few offensive things on the internet unless you and SJW determine it's offensive. But other than that, it's a very great place. But this channel name is deeply offensive, and I won't stand for it.
Nor should you.
Well, speaking of Proper Jeremy, 6 Turning 4 Burning says Proper Jeremy is the NFL's new male cheerleader.
That's what I was laughing about earlier.
The pants are not tight enough, though.
We need to, I can't even say it right now.
You do jazz hands? Swinging Cod says, can we stop calling them SJWs and call them what they are? Commies. Also have an idea for a movie. The title, Muff Pie Cart. Run with it.
Oh my God.
The Frog Creature says, favorite thing about SJWs needing more diversity in Star Wars. Our world's ethnicity and identities don't exist in a galaxy far, far away. LLHC. Star Wars for Life says, I think you're all gonna hit 100K subs around the same time because you guys are all great. Hi from SD. I guess it's South Dakota.
Thank you.
Star Wars for Life.
Hope so. Yeah, she's from.
I hope so. Yeah,
she's from San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, San Diego.
Tanae, Ethan, what's your channel's name?
it's called Comic Artist Pro Secrets.
And you're looking real jacked,
yeah, please
baby.
subscribe. Yeah, looking real jacked. Please subscribe. Comic Artist Pro, one word, so CAP. Think of Pro Secrets, second word. And yeah, we absolutely join this community. God bless you.
Megatron 0541 says, watching Weird Science. Jeremy is Gary, Jeff is Lord General, and EVS is Chet when he was turned into the fat frog.
Oh, what the hell?
I love Weird Science.
Why? It's a good movie.
Man.
At least we're not, none of us are Kelly LeBrock, so that's cool. By the way, she was like one of the hottest women of the 80s.
Yep.
She was great.
Yeah, Nicholas Glenn, we need Caps comic book cards with sticks of gum.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, listen, we're actually doing that. I don't know about sticks of gum, but we're going to do trading cards that are going to come with each Comicsgate project. So, if Jeff gets to a certain level with his IndieGoGo, I would invite him to also utilize what we're doing. I mean, you add it like, hey, it's a stretch goal. Get me to 80 grand, and you'll get a free trading card as well with your order. Those trading cards should all match. I just want Comicsgate projects to all match.
I'm down with that. I will. You and I will be talking. We talk all the time anyway. You can give me some pointers on that. I'll do the trading cards. I'll join in. I like trading cards. I like making new stuff. Yeah. Aaron Cook says Cecil should have a cameo in Stealing Solo. Did I just read that one? Or no, I didn't. Yeah, Cecil should. You never know. You never know. Blue Satoshi says R.I.P. Robbie Rotten. He was #1. I had to look up who that is. Did you guys know who Robbie Rotten was?
Mm-mm.
No.
Name sounds familiar, though.
He was from some kids show. Not Adventure Time. What was he? Robbie Rotten was from a show called Lazy Town. He was like that guy with the big chin and the fake hair.
Yeah,
it was Stefan Carl Stephenson. Yeah, he had cancer, bile duct cancer. So that's rough. I'm just looking at a picture of his fake chin. That's creepy. Schmeebs says, do you guys know ER? His last J8 video was brutal. Yes, we all know E. Was it :R or semicolon R?
Yep.
Steve B. Hey, guys. This is my first time catching you guys live in my first super chat. You guys are awesome, and I love this community. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Glad to have you. Hopefully we can go on for some more live shows.
I think Steve's icon is him with Mark Hamill. I can't really tell because the picture.
Is that so right?
Yeah.
What was he like? What was he like?
Steve has met Luke Skywalker. I'm very jealous.
Me too.
Dayton Pfeiffer, have a good night, High Council. Thank you very much. Zaire says, speaking of football, heard of the Lingerie League? Yes.
Yep. I think they renamed it.
That sounds good.
I think they renamed it. I'm yawning. Sorry. I think they renamed it to the Legends League or something like that.
The Respect Whammon League?
The Respect Whammon League. So,
let's see, the Cobra Viper, thank you very much. EVS spent the weekend in Cherry Hill. I'm also sick. New Jersey AIDS is rough. Jeremy, you need an IndieGoGo so I can back the Holy Trinity.
I'll work on it. Like I said, I don't know what I would do. I mean, like I said, it would have to be. I've got so many moving parts to Geeks and Gamers right now. A lot of people only think it's a YouTube channel. It's not. a lot of money gets put into it every month. So I don't know. I would have to just let you guys throw ideas my way, and let's see what we can come up with. But I appreciate that. I want to, I'm proud of Ethan, and I'm really excited for what's going to happen with Jeff's, and I'm excited to support Jeff's as soon as this council ends, and see what the future holds. So,
thank you guys very much. Nicholas Glenn says, Jeff, EVS, did any of you watch the Toy Chasers on YouTube?
No, but it sounds cool. Are they collectors? What are the Toy Chasers?
He's going to be mad at me. Nicholas Glenn's been on me about this. So for a while, I've been so busy. You see how many videos I'm putting out a day. So I will stay on me about it, Nicholas.
It's hard to watch things, isn't it?
It is.
It is. When you're a YouTuber, it's hard to just sit down and watch stuff. I haven't watched the television. The only thing I'll watch, and not that the chat will care, but I try to catch up on a little bit of sports. But outside of that, I haven't watched Netflix in a while. I think I watched the Better Call Saul episode a few weeks ago when it premiered. So it's you stay busy, but I'm not complaining. I love doing YouTube. So
same here. I subscribe to the Toy Chaser, they're the Game Chasers, but they do Toy Chaser videos. I subscribe to their channel so I wouldn't miss out. So thank you, Nicholas Glenn. I'll be checking them out. And then finally, the last super chat of the evening comes from Edgar Cruz. Thank you very much. Triple XL, you come into ECCC Ground Zero for SJWs.
Oh, Emerald City Comic Con, yes. See, that's the thing. They're all congregated in the very northwesternmost corner of the United States, and that's where they hang out. I mean, it's it's gross.
Part of the world
no, I'm not
I don't
need
to visit.
Yeah, I'm not going to come. I wouldn't go there. Yuck.
All right. Well, that means we've reached the end of this. So, do you guys have anything you'd like to say before we put this episode to bed? Oh, wait, hold on. GRP Poll says, Ethan, have you told Jeremy about Doug's Bigfoot Bill? He's a gamer you should know. Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, they said something about that you knew that guy, Ethan. So
yeah, Doug Tenaple has joined Comicsgate. His first project is called Bigfoot Bill. It's hilarious. It's a lot, but it involves cryptozoological animals like Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster. They're all characters. The goat sucker, was it Chupacabra, isn't it? It's funny and it's so good. And it's doing really, really well right now. I think it's probably around $40,000 in crowdfunding. So that's great. And he's hilarious on the live streams. He's good to the fans. He's going to do well.
I grew up with Earthworm Jim, so
yeah.
He made some of the coolest people, though.
Such a great game.
Yeah.
Well, you're about to go on with him, Jeff. You'll hang out with him in the live streams.
Well, I'm excited, man. I really am. I see the Comicsgate stuff going live, and I'm usually writing videos or doing something. But now that I'm part of the community, I'm pumped. Adam Shawhan popped up, says, "You guys made my night better. Thank you, R.I.P. Puppy Lucky." Thank you very much, Adam Shawhan. I'll be seeing you on Sunday. And then finally, Inflamed Wood says, "No notification. Forgot it was Tuesday. Hurricane Lane coming. Keep the stream going late. I need all the help I can get. The fandom menace is winning."
Is there where's the hurricane headed? Where's that hurricane going? Where's Seattle? Wonder.
Hurricane Lane path. Okay, so it looks like it's going to hit Mexico, the Pacific Ocean, Texas, southwestern United States.
I haven't even heard
Hurricane Lane nears Hawaii. A state braces for heavy rain, powerful winds.
We're not affected.
No, it's just a very plain, boring night in Ohio.
Yeah.
Then again, most nights are very plain and boring here in Ohio. So, let's look at the final count. Stealing Solo is at $4,347, backed by 103 backers. So, thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who has watched the High Council this evening. We had a very, very strong... we had a great episode. I'm not even going to try to play it down. Ethan, you were on fire, dude. You ripped so many people in New Hassel this evening that I had to just sit back and listen.
Yeah.
I was having a blast. I just felt like a viewer tonight just listening to Ethan, man. He was on it. It was great. So...
Well, thank you so much, guys. And thanks to the chat. You guys were funny, too.
Oh, yeah. Break All Day sent in a really big super chat. It says, "All hail the High Council, masters and the middle-aged Padawan, known as the pie-eating, panty porn viewing, triple XL shirt wearing SJW hatted, never imitated Ethan Toe Thumbs Van Hee Skyver made comics and SJW and Star Wars great again. Sorry.
Oh man.
Wow.
What the hell?
That was worth $25, I think. I mean, that's if you're going to spend $25, spend $25.
Go big or go home, man.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I want to say is that this night we should focus on stealing solo. I'm really happy to see that the community's rallied around Jeff so quickly already. Over 4,000 with 103 backers, and we're going to do all we can at Geeks and Gamers to support Jeff. I think he's probably going to hit his goal very soon, and it just shows the power of this community. It's amazing. So thank you all so much.
Hell to the yeah.
Well, folks. Thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who's backed Stealing Solo. Thank you to everyone who watched. And folks, come back tomorrow morning here on World Class Bullshitters for Good Morning Pop Culture, where we're going to discuss all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure that you're subscribed to Comic Artist Pro Secrets, which is Ethan Van Sciver's channel. It's a great channel. Make sure you're subscribed to Geeks and Gamers. It's a great channel. That's Jeremy's channel. And make sure you're subscribed to World Class Bullshitters here. So from all of us on the High Council, good evening, and we'll be back next week on Comic Artist Pro Secrets, correct?
That's right. We'll see you then.
All right, folks, and if you don't have a chance, make sure you watch the channel this weekend here on World Class Bullshitters, because we're going to be live at a convention, and it's going to be a crazy time, and I'm hoping to meet Judge Reinhold. So until then, catch you next time.